I think we're now live.
Yes, maybe.
Double check. Woo, found it. Well done, you.
Nope.
Nope, not yet. An error occurred. Don't you error occurred me. Why is it not live?
That'd be an awesome name to name your child. Error occurred.
Oh, it's working.
It might take a few seconds, lag and all that.
The child?
Alright, now it's working.
There we go. We're live.
We're live. Yay!
Cool.
Okay. So we're going to start all this with something.
A song and dance?
This is smooth.
We can start with this. Alright, there's enough of that.
That's quite enough, yeah.
What a cool intro. We are cool as...
That cool intro I'm gonna...
Oh, who's got the live stream in the background?
Huh? I've got the live stream in the background. Why?
We can all hear it.
Well, you can now. I had to put on my thingamabobbers. Yeah, thingamabobbers. That's right. All right. So, so many tweets. Okay. Okay. Right. We're ready now. I'm ready now after my little dance break. So, welcome.
Hello.
We've got loads of questions, but first of all, we're going to start by introducing ourselves, and we'll go down the line because we can. So for your intro statement, you're going to do your name.
Hold on, let me get a pen. I got to write this down.
I'll wait. Your YouTube name, I mean. A quick description of your channel and what you do, and the game that you've replayed the most. So, who wants to kick us off?
You.
I agree.
Yeah, go for it.
Fine. I'll get the ball rolling. All right. My name is Dex Ahoy, and description of my channel.
Wow.
I just spent loads of time coming up with the questions. I didn't actually think I was going to answer them. Let me see. I play a lot of games that I didn't play when I was younger because I didn't have any games. And so now I'm using it as an excuse, and there's lots of random games. That's a good description. And then the game I've replayed the most is Dragon Age Origins.
Wow, recent then.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, maybe Myth-Riven.
Fantastic. Do you want me to go next?
Yeah, you go next.
Okay, so I am Under the Moons. My little channel is kind of changing, really. So basically, it began with just sort of doing gameplays of those diamonds in the rough, and it sort of turned into sort of just content that wasn't shown from games. So little big planet stuff. There's lots of content there which isn't seen from the creative elements. Yeah, my favorite game, well, the game I played over and over again every year is Outcast.
Who's next?
Okay, I am Cardinal Smith, as you know, in terms of YouTube, and my channel is basically me either becoming enraged or, you know, having a laugh. And the game I replay the most has got to be Final Fantasy VII, because since I got it in 1998, I must have played it about 5 times, but in those 5 times it's at least 100 hours per pop. So I have a problem when it comes to Final Fantasies.
Dude, I had to replay that game multiple times over because my memory card kept dying, and I eventually could do it in 24 hours without saving.
Wow. That's
I did that with Luigi's Mansion once.
Great game.
Fantastic.
Who's next? Kyle, you go next.
Well, as much as I don't want to follow someone with an awesome accent, I'm Kyle Blaine. My channel is Kyle Blaine Plays. I basically the main niche is I keep everything clean. I like to play games with a strong story. So right now I'm going through Dragon Age Origins, and it's really taking me back to games that had really good stories, which leads me into the last question of the game I've replayed the most, which is Chrono Trigger. That's what Dragon Age Origin does for me. I don't know, it just has a story that grips me in a way that Chrono Trigger did back in the day and Final Fantasy VI did, and I haven't had a game do that in, well, sadly, about 15 years now.
Well, there we go. And
What?
your turn.
Oh, shit. Well, man, on YouTube, my channel's called Mellow Gaming. It used to be level 54 Space Monkey, but then I wanted to change it to make it make sense, to make it focused on games. Mostly I'm trying to avoid doing the whole screamy, shouty, let's play nonsense, and can't stand that stuff. So I basically try to keep it all simple and relaxed. I don't know what to compare it to. I mean, everyone I sort of follow has a very similar style. So like you got, you know, when Bram plays games, he's got a similar style if you listen to him. Probably the most well-known one I'd say is similar to is Jim Sterling, but I'm not funny. So, but yeah, chilled out, relaxing games. Probably most played game ever. Jesus, Tetris. Like I own a ridiculous amount of different Tetris games, and I can tell you which ones have the wrong randomizers and all this sort of stuff now.
Okay.
It's but yeah, I was going to say Final Fantasy VII, but you took it earlier.
You can still say Final Fantasy VII.
Well, I haven't played that for a while, but you know, Tetris is. That's when I used to work for EA, and they asked us what game was our favourite game of all time, and I went with Tetris, and they laughed at me. So, so yeah,
Don't
that's
cry.
me.
Don't cry. Who's next?
I guess I'm the last person. Sorry. On YouTube, I go by Lucas. My real name's Adam. If you want to call me that, that's fine. Most of my friends call me that.
Great name.
My channel is
Shut
basically
up.
just me and all my group of friends playing different games and everything. I guess I don't do like traditional Let's Plays like most of you, but I mean, I don't know. It's a thing. It's okay. I mean, I do kind of heavily edited videos, I guess you could say. I don't have the strongest schedule right now, but I do like at least once every week, once every other week. And my most played game / favorite game would probably be Counter-Strike. I have about 1,300 hours on that game. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm sorry.
Now, is that for the series or for Go?
For Go, yeah. I started.
So more for the entire series, I would assume.
I actually haven't played the entire series. I guess I should have said CS:GO specifically. I mean, I'm pretty young, so but yeah,
That
I
is
started
actually
playing
impressive.
on the CS:GO beta in late 2012, and I haven't stopped.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to figure out, because I had it actually working, and now it's not.
Broke it.
I broke it because I clicked a button and then it stopped doing it. Basically, what it should be doing is every time someone like talks and the camera goes to them and that sort of stuff, or you can do it manually, but I don't want to have to do it manually, and it was working before and now it's not. Any clues?
I've never used a Hangout before. I'm sorry.
Mine is actually still doing it.
Huh?
It
Mine
seems to
is
be
still
doing it
doing it.
automatically. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's automatic.
Right now?
Yeah, every
On my
time we
screen it
speak, it flicks between.
Yeah, it flicks between people. I don't know if you're doing that, but
Because I was doing it manually just now.
well, then don't touch anything and see. Is it switching to mine? If it is, I can't see it, but
No.
it's still on you, Dux. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hold
Maybe
that
I'll just have to be the caster control for this entire thing. Sorry.
Alright, talk amongst yourselves. So, let me see. First question then. We'll do a gaming one, because I've got like gaming ones and like LPing ones, and then we've got like a big chunk of like life ones.
All right.
Because
Chunk of life.
a chunk of life ones. because it's like a
Like I-
statistics. I need to see what everybody's, you know, the spectrum of everyone's life is to make sure I'm not a freak.
What kind of spectrum? ZX Spectrum? ZX81 or 48K?
Moving right along.
That's how old I am.
Okay, Grandpa, settle down. Let me see. Under the Moons.
Yeah.
What made you want to start LPing in the first place?
Oh man, a lot of my questions are gonna be related around Outcast, which like no
Yeah.
one knows. So
Well, if no one knows, you should watch his LPs because they're really good.
thank you for the plug. Anyway, so last year I was doing my annual game playthrough, and I thought it'd be good to sort of just record and just talk amongst myself because I know a lot about the game's background, so it'd be interesting to just natter along. And then my friend Dux started doing it, and I said, I always wanted to sort of try and do that thing, and then she encouraged me to do it, so we kind of ended up doing it just around at the same time, really.
No, what you said was, do you mind if I do this as well because I don't want to step on your toes? Is
It
what
was
you
kind of
actually
a
said.
yeah. Then you encouraged me to go forward, so it was a bit of both, really.
That's because I'm awesome.
Exactly. I was giving you the benefit of the, but you know, if you want to just take it away, that's fine. It was all up to me. She had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Nothing to do with it at all. What about you, Cardinal?
I started doing the channel and Let's Play purely for myself and some friends, and I was going to do I have to bring this up, Football Manager videos and playthroughs where I talk about football tactics, and that was up until about 2 months ago, and where it was kind of dead in the water, and then I sort of decided, hey, let's forget about that old stuff, and I stopped playing on an old laptop with no camera, no microphone, and decided to play real games with graphics and fun things happening, and it's been a lot more enjoyable so far.
So far.
I would say I never met any of you if I carried on playing Football Manager.
That might be for the best.
Maybe. I don't know anything about it, but go Wigan. Woo.
It's a spreadsheet game.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
but
heard
you're
it's
good at spreadsheets.
and stuff.
Well, yeah.
So it's like the
Kind of
perfect
playing
game for you.
Portal.
Who's next? Kyle, go.
I started with an equally embarrassing game. I did a lot of Minecraft stuff in the beginning, and how it started was I was running a server. I teach middle school guys at my church in Sunday school, and we all played Minecraft together. I was like, hey guys, what if I put together a server for us? So I built a server, and so I started thinking, hey, it'd be really funny if I built this server and started actually recording videos of me pranking the guys and putting that on YouTube and also showing them my builds, because they were pretty bad at building, and most of them, and I was pretty decent at it, so I'd make these tutorials and stuff for them, and that's kind of how it got started, was with that. And then as that grew, I started watching more and more Let's Players, and it was actually finally when I found Gopher and was watching Gopher's I think it was a Stalker. I think it was a Stalker series I started watching, and I was like, wow, he's making it real, like, story-driven and thematic and epic and funny and all this stuff at the same time, and I was like, I want a touch of that. I want to throw away the Minecraft for just a little while. Like, I might come back to it eventually, but I wanted to kind of get a little bit more gripping gameplay in my commentary. So similar to leaving Football Manager, I left Minecraft and started doing other more interesting things that not everyone and their mother was doing.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. We all start out in humble beginnings.
Yes.
Mine
Some
was.
of us are still there.
Yeah. I can't. What was my first?
You missed
Oh yeah,
number 3.
Mist Exile, one of the least popular ones, but not as bad as Revelations was, I think, the worst one. That was the still not working. What do you mean it's still not working? Don't mind me. It's not working. I wonder if it's
Get your act
because
together, woman.
I'm using iPad. I don't know. Maybe it is because you're using an iPad.
I think it works on my iPhone. I'll double check that.
Oh really?
I've got the YouTube channel open, so I've got it paused. It's working.
Well, no, he's trying to join.
Ah.
Join us
Oh,
through.
that may be
To
different.
be in a little box right there.
Oh.
I don't know. Why are you on your iPad? Don't you have a... Maybe try on a computer. Least helpful answer is unhelpful. Let me see. Who's next? Ant.
I had my mic on mute.
Oh.
Yeah.
What made you start? What made you start?
Incredible boredom. I wanted to do the whole like Let's Play thing. I used to watch loads of Let's Plays, but I gradually got a bit fed up with a lot of them out there. It's because they're all very similar. There's a lot of very similar ones, isn't there? But I decided to just try it and see what it do, get something to do with my mates, and I had no idea how to do it, so I sort of reverse engineered what they did on Game Grumps, figuring out based on the sound and all this sort of stuff, and how they did it, and it turned out I was right. So I brought myself a decent mic and just started, and they were rubbish at first, and now they're like moderately watchable.
Not moderately watchable. They're very watchable.
I don't know about that. You should go back to my old ones. But the first one we did, I thought the way they did it on Game Grumps was they captured everything in the microphone, because I couldn't figure out how they stopped the sound of the game getting into the mic because they weren't using headphones.
Oh, I got it to work. Okay.
And it all went wrong. The first one, I've got all the audio captured through the microphone. It's terrible. But I figured it out eventually, and I've started getting really obsessive with Audacity and sound editing and stuff and things like that. And now my biggest trouble is Content ID.
I had my first Content ID actually on the trailer for this.
Really?
It won't play in Germany.
Oh my god. Oh, the music.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the music that did it, yeah. My Castlevania, the 5.5 hour long playthrough of Castlevania Symphony of the Night that I did in one day,
Yeah.
that won't play in Germany.
The Germans have it rough.
Yeah.
It's because of the GEMA or whatever in Germany. I don't know why, but they pick up every single thing, and they're very strict about their copyright laws there.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
they didn't get to have the mariachi music, so sucks to be German. I've got my girlfriends.
It's okay because
Adam
all the
number
Germans
2.
here.
Why did you start?
Wait, am I Adam number 2 or Adam number 1?
Yeah, you're Adam number 2. Or you could be Adam number 1 if we're gonna
I
call
don't know
him to the
I don't know who the other
What?
Adam is, to be honest.
Are we
I'm
going to
on
get
the
Hey,
Ewan
Adam.
Burns in here?
Yeah, no.
Sorry, what?
Are we going to get Ewan Burns in here? If he's up for it. You know,
Yeah.
Jens Derrick. Give him a tweet.
Hold on.
Because he's an actual, like, thing who works for websites and shit.
Well, then tweet him the link, like the proper link, like the secret link.
Well, he's liked the video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You take care of that.
I'll do it.
All right, thanks. I do so I'll try setting it up. Okay, smiley face. I'm just gonna say everything that I type. That's what I generally do.
Who hasn't been yet? Lucas, you haven't been, haven't you?
Yeah, Adam number 2.
Or Adam
You're
number
Adam
2, I
number
should say.
Yeah, you're the more senior, I guess. I started
Not by
YouTube
much.
like a year ago now. Actually, a little bit more than a year ago. I joined a Minecraft server, so I started with Minecraft actually as well. Made a lot of friends, and this whole group of friends, and one of the people in there, one of my friends, basically always pushed me to do YouTube videos, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I think a lot of stuff on there is boring. I don't want to be like the same as everybody else. And he kept on pushing me, and eventually I did it just basically to please him. I did a lot of CS:GO videos because I'm really into CS:GO, and I got more and more into it. And I found I really, really like video editing, and I don't know why. And so I started branching out, and I basically do whatever games we end up playing as a group, and chop it up and put it on YouTube. And I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I'm very proud of my work.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like
done
the
Adam
only
too.
person that has only played
Thanks,
about
number 1.
I think I've only played about 5 minutes of Minecraft.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, and that was on your computer.
Wow.
what's this? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's this?
You know, I was teasing it earlier, but it really is a fantastic game.
Oh,
It
no,
is.
it's a great
It's
game.
great immersion.
I
Well,
got
I'm
it
enjoying
like,
Rust.
I got it about 3 weeks ago, Minecraft for the first time, never played it, and I just sat for about 6 hours straight, totally chilled and relaxed with it.
I wish I could play
Chilled
Minecraft
out
for the first time again. It is it's quite the experience the first time.
There is nothing quite like when you start a new world and you're like 5 minutes into it, and all of a sudden the first music track plays, and you just like all your worries in this world just go away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it becomes nighttime, and you're like, "What the fuck is happening now, God?" And then you freak
Let's
out.
all just segregate ducks for a while and just talk about Minecraft for a bit. Like you said,
That's all right, because now I've played about 5 hours of my first survival game today. I can understand.
Rust
yeah, I
is
think
a very
Minecraft's
good
kind of different to Rust.
It's not as much dick and balls
It's
in
crowd
Minecraft.
friendly as well. Minecraft.
Well, no, I've watched enough Minecraft Let's Plays. Like, I've lived vicariously through people.
You can't really not go onto YouTube and not watch a Let's Play of Minecraft.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of Smosh games, Minecraft.
Fair enough.
Nuts about it.
Yeah, Minecraft used to be like #1 on YouTube for a long time, especially around like 2011 or so, when it I think hit not out of beta and it was official. That game was everywhere on YouTube. Everybody was playing. It's crazy.
I like it doesn't matter what you post on YouTube now, it always recommends a Minecraft video,
Yeah.
no matter what you post.
Well, that's because so many times someone will build something in Minecraft, say, you know, hey, I built this castle from Dragon Age, and then it's like, oh, well, let's link it to all the Dragon Age videos.
Exactly.
I keep getting, what's their name, Yogcast, appearing on my recommendations.
Yeah.
Screw them.
Oh, I like the old stuff.
No, I went
Guys.
to the first Minecon, and those are the only people I didn't get to meet because they were so
Oh.
popular. They had lines out the door.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. Fuck y'all, Cass. It's okay.
Good.
They thought they were so much better.
Yeah. Damn those people that have success.
I know.
Well,
We're
I
not
respect
bitter at all.
those guys. They've come up from nothing, and they're pretty great position where they are.
Oh yeah, yeah. They worked very hard.
Yeah, it's like I can't stand PewDiePie, but I won't begrudge him his fame. Like,
Hey, I mean, he knows what he's
It's
doing.
worked
He's,
for
he's a good
Yeah.
businessman. That's all I call him.
he's got his audience and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just die a little inside when someone in my real life says, oh, yeah, have you seen this PewDiePie guy?
Yeah, like they just discovered it.
He's got at work, he loves him. Crazy about him.
Bless.
I've heard people actually say that PewDiePie thing out loud
Okay.
in real life.
In
Oh,
real life.
I'm like, what are you, 13?
This was an adult.
No,
Ugh.
I'm kind of worried now that the PewDiePie fans, if any one of them sees this,
I
you
know.
they're getting taken down.
I can handle it. I've taken on Gamergate and had that fun, so I can handle anything.
Hey, I've commented on BuzzFeed videos, so
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
I
living life
understand that
dangerously.
slippery slope.
I had Total Biscuits fans after me for a while.
Why would you do?
I disagreed with him.
On what?
How dare you have an opinion?
It was something that he said about, like, one of his trans misogynistic jokes or something
Yeah.
like that. And I called him out on it and ended up with just, like, all his fans just repeating everything he said. My phone died in like an hour. I can't bother with him.
That's the worst thing. Is just fan groups. Just the
Yeah.
fan. Always the worst part.
Yeah, one day I hope to have a massive fan group and then I can set them on people whenever I want as well.
When you
But at
do
least
send
you
them
get
my
more,
way.
like, views on your page. So there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah. I put a video up where we criticised Gamergate. It was a segment from the Crit Apocalypse podcast, which is another thing I do. And within 30 minutes, there was like 11 dislikes, which was more than I'd ever had on my channel, like in the entire life of it. And there was all these comments saying, "Oh, obviously you're just misguided. So here's the real stories." And it was links to like Thunderfoot and stuff like that. So, sod off. Sod off.
Christ.
If I want propaganda, I'll join blooming communist Russia back in the 80s or something. Friggin'.
Hey, maybe you should just join UKIP because, them and their communists.
Pretty much are.
I don't know
want
if any of y'all, did you watch, well, I know I watched debates. Moonsies, did you watch the debates?
I missed it. No, I was watching. I was on ITV2 watching Reggie Yates go behind the scenes of the new Thunderbirds TV show.
I can see where your priorities lie.
My dad loves that show. He was like, "Oh, Adam,
Wait.
please watch." So
There actually was a documentary about the Thunderbird show.
yeah. Did you?
Oh.
It was the show was actually on at
Is
5
it the
o'clock
new
today.
one?
Oh, because
Yeah,
my
it
mate,
was on ITV.
my mate Kev tweeted me yesterday during the debate saying there's a documentary on about the Thunderbird show, and I thought he was referring to the debate. Like he was trying to get me to say that's the Thunderbirds there. So stood up in front of those little different coloured podiums.
All different colours, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Kev.
God damn it, Kev. We know you're there.
Let me see. Okay, let me think. What is the game that you've had the most fun Let's Playing? So it could have been just like a crap LP or crap game, but the one that you had the most fun.
Let me just check my videos.
Because I've done so many of them.
Going to my profile now.
Been in a while.
I guess since everybody else is looking, I'll try and answer. My channel's relatively new, like a month or two. It's actually probably more than like 3 months now, but I don't know. Anyway, I haven't done many games, is what I'm trying to say. But the most recent game I just did was Slender, Stop It Slender in Gmod, which is like a multiplayer version of Slender, basically.
Nice.
I had never played Slender single player, but it's when you play it with your friends who are trying to scare you, it is very, very funny to see their sociopathic tendencies come out, and it makes for a good time.
Oh, I really want to watch it now. I'll definitely.
If you have a good group of friends, like 3 or 4, like a 3 or 4 group, including you, that's pretty good to play Stop It Slender. It's very fun.
I haven't played any Slender games yet.
I actually re-kicked off my channel in January with 2 games. One was Slender, and I didn't make it all the way through. I'm actually really huge into the Slender mythology, and I kept up with Marble Hornets. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but I
saw like 10 episodes and I stopped.
The game means, or the mythology behind it means so much to me that the game was like ultra scary. So I got to the point where you're being chased by Hoodie and Slenderman, and live on the video, I'm just like, never mind, I quit. I can't do this anymore.
Speaking of scary, someone's joined our chat. He had a very scary Joker face.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Ewan. Hi, Jin Sarek or whatever.
Hello, I'm glad that you could join. So what we're doing is when someone joins, you have to say your name, like your YouTube name, a quick description of your channel, and the game you've replayed the most. Go.
Okay. My name's Ewan Burns. My YouTube channel is Jin Sarek Games, or just Jin Sarek. I forget what it's even called now. What was it? And the game I've replayed the most.
Yeah.
Is that different from the game I've played the most?
Yes. Well. Yes,
Game you can always
because
go
like
back
you
to.
can,
Yeah.
because like you could say that you've played Grand Theft Auto like loads of times, but it's not like really replaying the game from start to finish.
Yeah.
So start to finish, that's sort of what's it.
Okay, so game I've played most often from start to finish. No, it's probably some Mega Drive game, to be honest. Some game I used to play like continuously as a kid, over and over and over again.
Told you.
So like Streets of Rage or something.
Oh, dude, Streets of Rage was like my childhood. I love those games. I've played Streets of Rage on the channel. We sucked at it.
I had the 3-pack of Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and
Revenge of Shinobi.
yeah.
I've got that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we used to record Revenge of Shinobi with last week, and the video failed.
Ah.
I've got that. Mega Games 2. Classic.
Yes, exactly. Did you have Mega Games 1 as well?
Hell's yeah. What did that have on it? Italia 1990, Alien Storm, and Super Thunderblade.
No,
was it Space Harrier?
It was Italia 90 Columns and
Yeah.
a bike game.
I'm thinking of the third one. Super Hang On.
Road Rash?
Yeah,
Yeah. It was Super Hang On.
yeah, it was Hang On, I think. Yeah.
Hell's yeah. I had that somewhere. I've lost it.
Maybe it's in your special box of.
My random game generator.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only PS1 games in there, but one day it will expand to other things, whatever words.
To other words.
Should I explain the random game generator?
Yeah, absolutely. It's hilarious.
There's a dumb thing me and my mate Paul do on my channel where I create this incredibly high-tech piece of machinery to pull a random PlayStation 1 game out at a time. It's in no way an old Epson printer box covered in foil. And yeah, we just pick out a random game every time. We don't know what we're going to play. Sometimes it works out really well, and then sometimes we pull out just terrible games. I've got music and Music 2000 in there. They're going to be fun to do. I don't know how I'm going to make them entertaining, but yeah. But we pulled Metal Gear Solid VR out there, and it wouldn't work on the UK PS3s apparently.
Oh.
That ruined. But yeah, there's all sorts in there. I had Suikoden in there somewhere. All sorts. Yeah. So they'll be fun.
You should do another one of those. I love it when you do those.
I have to wait for Paul to come round, but he's busy being a parent or some shit. I don't know.
Gosh.
Respect.
Live.
Oh, chestnut.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Oh, we didn't even answer that question. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't know the game that I've had the most fun. Oh, yeah. I think someone's gonna join real quickly. Oh, wait, hold on. The game that I probably enjoyed Let's Playing the most, I don't know, because I was enjoying System Shock 2, but mainly because it was scaring the crap out of me before I got desensitized to scary stuff, and it's not even that scary, and I basically psyched myself out, and then I think I messed myself up in the last one, because I think I was supposed to go through a door, and then the guy got stuck, and then I couldn't get through the door anymore, and then I stopped playing. But I enjoyed it. Yay! Finally got it to work.
Welcome.
Hi, Kenny. Hi, Kenny.
Kenny,
Hi, Kenny. Okay.
welcome.
Kenny.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Join us, Kenny. Kenny.
One of us. Gobble, 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 gobble. One of us.
Wait, let me see if I can. Wait, let me see. Hold on. Get it?
Maybe
Those microphones on, so I don't know. They'll sort it out.
Yeah, I just checked that too.
Figure it out.
Just type things, Kenny. Just type in the chat.
Don't cry.
Contact us,
Do
Kenny,
we
please.
have a chat on this hangout that I can see?
Oh yeah, so
left.
we have
On the left, is that what it is?
well no, that's only what we can what we can see, yo.
Yeah. Sure.
And then that link is the actual broadcast. And then you can see, and then they've got a little chat thing on that.
Yeah, there's chat on our Google Hangout, which we've got, and there's chat on YouTube,
Sorry,
so it's nice and confusing.
Don't worry, Kenny. Don't worry. You'll figure it out.
Okay, I'll try and keep that up on my phone so I can read a chat then.
Big secret is always empty. What? It's empty?
What?
You're a
Dun,
random
dun,
game
dun.
It's
generator.
a lie. It's a lie. He's never seen it.
Oh.
Kevin lives in Scotland.
Yeah, in Scotland, that faraway land.
Yeah. He's never been down here. He's scared
Where
of
is
London. I live in Woking and he lives in Scotland. He's it took me 9 hours to get there by coach the other week.
As an American, I just have to say, aren't you guys all in walking distance to each other?
Yeah, everything's near London.
Compared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I
Well,
can't
I mean,
remember that
Ant and I are only a half an hour tube ride away from each other.
Yeah, I could literally pop on a train.
And then
If I had money.
Under the Moons and I are about, what would, I don't know,
Stone's throw away.
maybe, an hour?
You're just in London, and I'm just out of London.
Yeah.
I'm in the civilized area, basically.
You're in you have to actually get, a train and not a tube to get to me.
Yep.
Country
You have to get on a
bumpkin.
boat or a plane.
Yeah, because
Shout
you're
out
in
to
Northern
Northern
Ireland. Let me see.
We were asking questions, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
Technically,
Alright,
I'm only an hour away. It's a very short flight.
Oh well then. I bet if you flew. Well, I'm by Heathrow, so if you flew over and then Under the Moons.
I'll pick you up.
Oh yeah, you could. And then yeah, but I don't have. I don't have a couch anymore, so
Nope.
maybe
Who
another
needs
time.
chairs?
Let me see. What's the hardest thing about Let's Playing?
Talking and gaming at the same time.
Yeah,
Without
concentrating.
screwing up. Paying attention to words.
Especially for something like Crypt of the Necrodancer, I just decided I can't really do that. That's a game I cannot LP.
Why is it really hard? I've never heard of it.
Well, you have to stay. It's a roguelike where you have to stay to the beat of techno music that's playing. It's really fun, but like I'm a musician, so I'm like so into the beat that like my talking, I end up talking to the beat, and that doesn't work well.
I don't know. That could be pretty hilarious for like a 5-minute thing.
Yeah.
Channel perk.
Yeah.
If I come up with a story, a specific story to tell, and see how many beats it takes to tell it.
Do you play with a dance mat?
No, I want to though.
I want to get that game. I need to get it.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I'm using an Xbox pad though, and that's a bad idea of a game like that. That D-pad.
Oh yeah.
Kenny, did you get your mic to work?
So no.
Well, no, because the picture popped up really quick, and it's usually
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too.
Coming, and I was like,
He's ready for
it. Waiting for it. It's all right.
Who killed Kenny? Oh, I was waiting for that.
I thought someone else would do it.
Oh, you. No, don't be playing with that. You know, everyone can see what you're doing.
I would say for me it's...
Oh, wait, hold on.
Can you
hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Am I coming through loud and clear, or just clear, loud?
You're good.
Good.
You're good.
Awesome.
Wonderful. So that's
Finally.
2, 4, 6, 8. So we can add 2 more people to this if we wanted to, but I don't think I even know 2 more people, so... This kind of makes up the people that I generally watch daily.
Who else can
Minus
we get?
Jaxia, because Jaxia is at her boyfriend's having Easter or some shit like that.
Having Easter?
I don't know. What else do you call it?
Easter's tomorrow.
Saturday?
Is it Saturday already? Really?
Having Saturday over there, you know.
Yeah,
Easter as a verb. That's funny.
Easter Saturday, yeah.
Listen,
Question, how do I draw? Because I kind of want to draw.
I've already eaten my egg.
Yeah, mini eggs.
Oh.
Oh, so I need to show y'all this now that you're all here, right? So these are the chocolates that my husband got at stupid o'clock in the morning. So
Ooh, wow.
1.
Is that one big one in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Could you
Are you
save
gonna
some?
sell them on the? Are you gonna go sell them on the street or something?
2.
Ooh, oh god.
3.
Oh, there it is. That's the ticket.
4.
I bought
That'd be
all of
arteries.
these at once.
5.
He has big muscles, like big muscles.
He's already eaten this one, so 6.
Man is superhuman.
And then to round it, I forgot these ones. 7.
Hey.
That's all them dairy milk eggs, isn't it?
And the coup de grace.
To the off.
8.
Mm.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture him like carry those down the street without any bags and like bumbling them all over the place.
Yeah, just a bit
Oh,
on
that's
the
each other.
He forgot half of them on the bus when he got off. And then when he got back on the bus, like 2 hours later, the driver was like, "Oh, you forgot these."
Shut up. That's
At least he didn't eat.
what a nice bus driver.
Yeah, I thought so. But now I've got loads of chocolate, and neither of us should be eating this much chocolate.
Channel
Well,
giveaway.
just put some away, and I'll just
Channel giveaway. Yeah, one of you lucky people can get an empty box. Because I know that he's a huge chocoholic, so he's gonna be these will be eaten in like a week. Such a fat bastard.
That long.
That's love right there.
Yeah, true love. Tell it like it is, yo. That was
Next question.
a big gangster. Oh, okay. What motivates you to work hard?
Oh, these are really
Motivation.
Comments motivate
Do
me to
through
work
our most
hard.
fun
Yeah.
games.
interest.
Yeah, interest.
Yeah, like right now, I did one video about the creation of that Outcast game,
Which is amazing.
and basically I had like 1,000, 1,700 people watch it, and now it's constant. Oh, when's part 2? When's part 2? When's part 2? And part 2 is almost there, almost. But yeah, that's the only thing pushing me on is people really want to see it. Yeah.
But you're too lazy.
No, I'm not. I've just got back from holiday. What I've been doing is it?
Ooh, la-di-da. Some of
I've
us
been doing
could
it
go
all
on
day.
holiday and sip
There's
Mai
no off
Tais on the
days.
beach.
No off days on YouTube.
Is that like a full-blown edited video thing rather than a Let's Play?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no one understands how much work they are.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
2, and it was right. They were rubbish.
I think because I do motion graphics and whatnot, and I think I summed up. I'm about not even halfway through the video, and I'd already created 250 elements
Wow.
for this stupid thing. So
Not
I'm just waiting for it
surprising.
If you want a good video for analytical stuff, watch Tony Zoo's Therefore and But video he posted this week, which explains how you properly structure analytical stories when you're doing videos. It's well good to watch. He does film editing stuff, but Therefore and But is the thing. You never do an and then. So you never do like monsters break through the wall and then this happens. You do something like monsters break through the wall, therefore this happens. And it's how you structure the stories. It's brilliant, but it's too difficult for me. It's story writing, it's screenwriting essentially. That's what you're doing when you're doing an analytical video.
Cool. Retweet it on your Twitter.
Oh,
Yes,
hang on.
please do.
Who was it who subscribed to me? I was going to say that. Someone subscribed.
What I'll
the
also
YouTubes.
do at the end of this is put everyone's info in the description, and then also the links to people that we mentioned and stuff like that. So,
Have fun with that.
yeah. I thought that'd be fun.
Hey, but no, every time I hear like motivation brought up or keeping interest, my thought always goes to, well, if I did otherwise, I would suck. So I'm gonna do it.
Right.
You can always tell when some YouTubers have like lost all interest. Not just
Yeah.
Let's Players, but the ones, you know, when you get to that point in Nostalgia Critics videos where he's clearly not having fun doing it for a while before he
He
quit
was
for a
having
while.
fun doing them.
Yeah,
Did this sound critic stop?
but he sort of fixed it a bit now. But it's so ridiculous, his channel now.
I haven't watched him in a long time, but I loved his videos from a long time ago.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing, but it's just there's a point where he's clearly getting tired of doing a new review every week, and he's changed it since.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've told myself if I get to
I
that
hope
point
he's having
of
fun.
the game, I'm just gonna quit it. You know?
I mean, if you're not having fun, it's not going to be a good video anyway. That's what I always say.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had to do that with Mario.
Cut Mario.
Oh God, I don't even know how many videos did I do? Each like a half an
20,000.
hour each. I did
10,000.
a billion. I did over 9,000 definitely.
One for every page.
Oh, it was awful. I thought it was gonna be like Mario Sunshine, and I thought I was gonna have loads of fun, and then it was just awful. It is
Yeah,
an
they did-
awful game.
What
They
way?
did do another Paper Mario, which was more like the generic Mario-esque game.
Well, no, that was the first one. I, of course, played 1,000-Year-Old Door for some reason.
I didn't ever hear good things about 1,000-Year Door.
Awful.
I didn't hear good things about Sticker Star either.
Which one's Sticker Star's the Wii U one, isn't it? Or is that the Wii?
No, I think
that's
I think it's the 3DS one. I think it's the 3DS.
Oh yeah.
I heard it was like kind of a hit or miss, and the sticker mechanic was kind of annoying. Some people thought, which is like all of the game. So
The best Mario RPG game is, other than the SNES one, was Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the GBA. That game's awesome.
I liked
The
the one where it
GBA
had
one?
the raccoon tail.
that's the third one, right?
The
Yeah,
Super
Mario 3?
I think that's
Yeah.
Super Mario.
The one where you had the cape.
Cape Super Mario World.
I liked that one where it did
Hang on,
the cape,
guys.
and it went down like that with the.
Is Nintendo claiming monetization of this?
Oh
right
shit!
now?
Yeah, we need to stop talking about Nintendo, otherwise they're gonna.
They didn't claim my Animal Crossing video or my Mario Kart one.
You
Which I
sound
found quite
disappointed.
interesting. Or the Smash Brothers one.
They didn't notice.
I've had a look on. If you go over all the videos they'll claim on, it's none of the ones where there's anything in it that they don't own. So they can't claim Smash Brothers because they don't own like Sonic the Hedgehog on that Pac-Man.
Oh.
So they can't claim it as theirs because in essence they'd be claiming Sega's stuff as theirs as well.
Okay,
With
what
that-
I'm gonna do from now on
Right.
is make Nintendo videos, but superimpose Sonic the Hedgehog over all of them.
Yeah. Told you. I'm amazed my Mario Kart one didn't get picked up. The Animal Crossing one especially, because that was like about 20 minutes long. That was me going back to my village I hadn't touched for 10 years and wandering around. And
Oh, that would be an amazing video to do.
yeah, it's on there. You can find it's on my channel.
Oh.
There's one part. It's not particularly exciting, but there's
Well, but I
one
mean, for me,
area
it would be fun to do.
There's an area that survived where I drew sprite art on the wall pictures you could put up, and it was an Advance Wars battle happening in the middle of one of the town areas.
Nice.
Just like Neo tanks taking on a bunch of soldiers. I'm actually editing the video as we do this.
I'm jutting back and forth every so often.
It's just like, oh, what?
Right, time to
What?
render 60 frames per second video. That'll be a year. Right.
Enjoy.
That's the
Speaking
worst thing
of,
about editing.
Yeah.
Render.
Speaking of rendering crap, what is the worst recording fail you've had?
Oh, that's easy for me.
Yeah, well, you had like a train wreck.
Oh, that was not that one. Me and Paul wanted to do Super Bomberman 2 about a year and a half ago, and we recorded it, but I forgot to put the Elgato on to record, so we just recorded all the audio. And then we played it again, and I forgot to put the mic on. And then we recorded it again, and when I finally got the video ready, and it was quite good, not as good as the first session, but the audio went out of sync on the video on the game, and I couldn't fix it. So it was just completely fucked. Like, it was 2 hours we spent messing around with that. Someone else. Yeah, someone make me feel good by having a worse fail.
You know, that's interesting because usually you hear about people forgetting to turn on their audio, but that just hit me. That'd be even worse to not record your video, because if you record the video but not your audio, you can at least, if you have to, do post commentary.
Yeah.
You're stuck if you forget to do the video. So no, I can't top that. I haven't really had any major issues other than codecs not working properly, but even then it was slightly salvageable.
I did a whole gameplay through of not Gone Home. Among the Sleep, the one where you play as a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, as I was playing the game, the frame rate, I don't know what was going on, whether it was the recording equipment was causing it, but the frame rate just kept going lower and lower and lower. And I'd finished all of it. I finished the game all recorded, but it was just such a pain. I had to delete it all. You just couldn't watch it.
Mm.
Oh.
That was a pain. That was the game actually wasn't that good in the end.
Was it not? I've only played up until, well, I don't know what part that was. How
Whilst
far
I
did
was
I get
out
in?
filming.
Yeah, whilst you were out doing work, I
Yeah,
was
you
in
were
the
just-
break room, not.
I think you got probably about 50 minutes in, maybe less. I don't know, not far, but yeah, I wouldn't
No.
bother with it if you get it free from somewhere or a friend, may as well, but don't waste your money on it.
I
Unless
enjoyed
someone
it.
else has
That's
played
kind of
it and-
sad.
Yeah, it just the ending's not. I don't know.
It's not worth it. I think that's the most like. Oh, speaking of disappointing endings,
Do we need a spoiler tag right here?
no. I'm just gonna say that I think the game that I was most disappointed ending-wise, that I enjoyed playing up until then, would have been Fable 3. I was having so much fun playing it, and then the last 15-20 minutes, I was like, oh, you mean there isn't another 2/3 of the game after this? Like, what?
We're
What?
switching the word disappointment in the dictionary for Fable soon. It's just going to be changed. Yeah.
It's
Has
so
any of those
sad.
games actually been genuinely good? They all
I
have
enjoyed the
something-
lot of
second
people-
one.
Yeah, a lot of people like the second one.
Yeah.
I did like Fable 1. I don't think it was as good as it was hyped to be, and I don't.
Nah.
It's
Mm.
not really what I would call a classic, but I think it's very playable.
That's
Yes.
the one I got furthest on. Never finished it though. Somehow.
Such a shame. Like the third one, I just enjoyed all like the mechanics that they introduced in the end, and all the whole like, because I like to manage things and build, like put money
shops.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the money management and like the really boring accountant stuff.
Yeah.
Don't you look at me like that, Cardinal. I'm looking at you.
I know a good spreadsheet manager game you'd be interested in.
But I really enjoyed that. And then that was like that should have been another half of the game, and then they make you do it all in 5 minutes, and you're like, what? And then they're like, oh, well, you can do it after you finish the game. It's like, what's the point? I've just killed loads of people because you set an unrealistic time limit.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember a review. I think it was Yahtzee's review of it, where he pointed out that the good and the bad choices you can make don't actually make any sense, because I know this is spoiler stuff, but it's like you can either, you know, be incredibly inefficient and be loved and get everyone killed, or be very efficient, manage things very well, everyone hates you, and then you save everyone's life. And it's like, well, I'm sure like being loved by, you know, a kingdom full of dead people might appeal to some people, but I don't think that's actually good.
Yeah, and then, well, I didn't mind all those so much. I minded more like they'd say, okay, day 1, these are the tasks you have to finish. And then you'd finish them, and they'd go, okay, day 103. It's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Didn't it skip 4 days based on the amount of money or something you had done, like the amount of tasks you had done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it didn't matter if you actually spent a day; it just jumped forward. Yeah.
Yeah, it just jumped incredibly forward, and you only had like 400 days to prepare for the end of the world, and then really you only get to do about 20 tasks because you have to do like 3 of each to go to the next day.
Yeah.
And it was just like, there's no way. If I just did all the tasks and I didn't do anything else, it would be impossible to win.
I've just looked up Fable 3 on Wikipedia. I had no idea that cast they somehow put
It was
together.
amazing.
Michael Fassbender. How did they get? I mean, this is probably before
That was before
he
he
was
was
very
famous.
But still.
Was this when he was in Fish Tank?
made his
and just
career.
doing indie films.
It must,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it? When did it come out? 2010.
Ages ago.
Yeah.
2010. Yeah, that'll be right around the time Fish Tank and what was his breakthrough? Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's really
Even
good at
then.
it.
And there's only one boss, and it took about 3 minutes to beat.
Was it as good as the boss battle against Mysterio in Spider-Man 2?
Oh,
No.
there's a boss
It
fight.
was as good as the boss battle of Venom in Spider-Man 3.
That was an actual boss battle, though.
Yeah, but it lasted about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You can't bill someone as a character in the whole movie and then show them for the last 2 minutes of the movie and then kill them.
Spider-Man
And
3
go,
is
Venom's in it!
Don't. Let's not get into Spider-Man 3.
I don't-
Just take over the whole
I will
conversation.
take that Venom in Spider-Man 3 over all the origins of future villains being kept in a basement in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Sod that film. That film sucked.
It is funny how they've sort of really changed that around now, and they've just gone, yeah, he's going to be in an Avengers film. It had along the
Different
lines somewhere.
Spider-Man as
Oh,
well.
I think it's great. I think it's
Yeah,
much
I mean-
better than without it. I mean, I'm
I'm
very
sad
glad
to
that
see
he's going to be in it
Garfield
now.
go though, because I quite like
Yeah.
Garfield. But
I
You know,
think it's hard
uh,
to make a good Spider-Man movie by himself.
Yeah. I've
well,
always
Emma
said that.
Stone really was the. And they had really good dynamic, and after the second one, it's sort of where do you go from there, really?
I don't know. I always
Not
thought that
that-
Garfield was a better Spider-Man, but I forget who played the original Peter Parker in the Raimi films, but he
Tobey
played a better
Maguire.
Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire. He played
Yeah.
a better Peter Parker, not a good Spider-Man, because he was so
Yeah.
nerdy, which is Peter
Yeah.
Parker. The thing is, like, Spider-Man has to be 2 people. That's kind of why it's hard to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because when he puts the mask on, he's like a totally different person, and Garfield only played that person. So like,
Yeah.
when he was
I really
Peter
liked-
Parker, he was really snarky, which isn't him.
I really like the 90s cartoon of the Spider-Man where everyone was just hench, like big sort of, just like huge for no reason. Just that's the easy way to draw them or something. That was fantastic.
Well, I think that cartoons of the superheroes are much more fun. Like, I didn't
90s.
really... I've only seen, like, the new Batmans, like, maybe once. And I love Batman, but I don't know, there's just something about it that I didn't want to go and watch it over and over and over and over again. I think it was Christian Bale. because he's just
What do you mean?
sick. He's just stupid. I'd much rather watch Michael Keaton as Batman.
Michael
Then-
Keaton's amazing as
He's
Batman.
amazing. I love it. So that's why I didn't watch much Christian Bale. But the Batman cartoons are amazing.
They've always been consistent.
Yeah. They've got great animation, a great opening.
Cartoon Network. It was really good. It was like Batman. I forget what it's called, but they had it a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's still on Cartoon Network. It was really good.
There's the Batman I didn't like, but Batman Brave and the Bold is amazing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Brave and the Bold. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Am I the
What are the
only one
types
that
of
watched
Batman?
Batman Beyond?
Hell's
Oh, that was
It's
awesome.
called Batman the Future here.
Oh,
Which
I
one was
see.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that as well.
I love that.
I really like this. I think Batman is better as a cartoon than a movie, unless Michael Keaton is being Batman.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Adam and Bert, the Return to the Batcave?
Mm-mm.
It's basically, I've got it on DVD for some reason. Adam West and Burt Ward are going to an auction for that charity for the original Batmobile from the 60s show, and it gets stolen. So there's no time to call police, even though everyone's got mobile phones. So they go off on a quest to find out who stole it, and it basically just takes them through a whole bunch of Batman tropes, Dutch camera angles, and all this whole silliness. It's like an episode of the 60s show. It's amazing.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That actually reminds me. There was this fantastic. I was circling through Reddit, and a Ask Reddit question came up saying, "Oh, what would be a perfect film?" And someone suggested a film. It's called The Batmans, and you have every single actor who's played Batman. So Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, even George Clooney. Well, no, he's too famous, so he doesn't appear. You have Christian Bale and Adam West, and they're all at sort of like a signing panel at sort of Comic-Con. And everybody's got their own little things, and basically it's something like Comic-Con gets taken over by terrorists or something. They have to try and work together as Batman. And Adam West has sort of gone a bit senile, and he still believes he is actually Batman or something like that.
That's because he is Batman.
There's a great documentary actually about Adam West, which just came out recently. It's on Netflix. Really good.
Do you know the what was it? It was a Batman movie, like an old school Batman movie. But hold on. What do you mean you don't want to interrupt? Interrupt. What does that say? Hold on. I can't read and talk at the same time.
It says his kids are
So
up.
I gotta go. Oh. All right. Well, if you
Well,
want to join in later.
since you stopped for me, I'll go ahead and say bye. And I'm waving like an idiot, even though I don't have a webcam.
Just sit them in front of some Grand Theft Autos or something, they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Just stick them in front of some Miyazaki, and they'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are going to be streaming for quite a lot longer, so if you do find that they go to sleep and you, I don't know, lace them with alcohol or something, come back.
All right, will do. Thanks, y'all.
All right. See
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Good to meet you, Kyle.
Nice to meet you.
Right,
Right, Batman.
It was a movie. The old
There's
school
a
movie.
Batman movie now?
There's a lot of them. I did a Batman season on my film site.
The
and there was
one with Catwoman, the Riddler, the Joker, all working together, and then
Suicide
there's
Squad.
the bomb.
Oh, 66 Batman.
Yeah, and they
Oh.
run through
Yeah.
like that.
Some days you can never get rid of a
Get
bomb.
rid of bomb. Yeah.
That one, yes.
That's the
So,
best Batman film
I
ever.
have that on
Yeah.
DVD,
Same
and
here.
it has commentary.
Oh.
Wait, it does?
Adam West and what's his face,
Burt Ward.
and it is hilarious. It is hilarious. So if you've got it, check it out.
Yeah, I have. Hold on.
What one is
Yeah,
it?
let me
'Cause
just go pull it up from my DVD file.
It's so funny.
Is it the one with the front?
Huh?
Is it the one with the front cover where it's sort of him standing on top of a building with like an orangish sky background? Because
I
I know
have
that's
no
like
idea.
a re-release box cover. So
Yeah.
the one I don't have doesn't have the audio commentary.
It's the
Well-
one where Adam West plays himself, Batman.
Yeah, pretty much. It's so good.
Oh crap, mine actually does have the commentary. I didn't know that.
You can watch that tomorrow then.
Hell's yeah, I've got the day off work.
Well, yeah, it is Sunday and Easter.
I've had my
What
Easter
else are you
egg.
supposed to do?
Well, I would eat my Easter egg, but I've had it already, so screwed there.
Don't cry. It's okay.
Let's get through these questions, yo.
Oh yeah.
What was the
Good one.
What was the last question?
What game did you like the most, I think?
No, worst recording fail. Come on, keep up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think just like a week ago I uploaded a video with about a 2-minute gap that I just left in editing of just darkness and silence.
Oh,
Then
I had
Classic.
that.
I had to go into the Google editor or the
I did
YouTube
that,
editor,
yeah.
sorry, and like try and
Yeah.
find the gap and like edit
It's
out. And it
really
was like
annoying.
processing for about half a day.
Oh my god.
Classic.
That's
Mine
hilarious.
was like, but the video was like I think 4 minutes, and the video came out as 8 minutes, and I never knew. And then it ended, and then there was just 4 minutes of black, and I had to go on the YouTube editor and
There's a couple of Ashen's videos where he does that.
yeah.
You know what? That's good. Just leave it like silent for effect. You know, let the audience just.
The audience really
drink in what
take
they
in
just
what
witnessed.
just happened, you know.
Or you could do like an Easter egg at the very how apt. You could do a but wait.
Easter
Wait.
joke.
Wait.
That was excellent.
Oh gosh.
The sound effects.
Okay, you recovered it. That was good.
There you go. Phew.
That one.
All right. Whew. What was I saying? Oh, you could put it like an Easter egg at the very end of like, and have yourself suddenly just talking, but then maybe not.
See,
I've
I've
done
been
that before on purpose, like 10 seconds of dark or something, and then an extra clip that I didn't think was good enough for the main video. I thought it was funny. I do that sometimes.
Just slip it in.
I've been
Yeah.
toying with the idea of putting like the entire playthrough sessions that we record in one go, so you can have all the little bits where you're just breathing in between episodes. But there's one where there's one where we like disappear off to have a cup of coffee, so there's like 10 minutes of silence, but I'm secretly like putting in cheat codes in the game. Paul was struggling. We were playing Apocalypse, the Bruce Willis game, and
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
was struggling, so I put in Infinite Lives cheat. I didn't tell him because he needed it, because it took him 45 minutes to beat the final boss.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one episode.
Yeah, you just gotta let him down easy. You know, don't tell him. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, you did it! Woo!
Well, it's out now.
Yeah. That's actually probably one of the first episodes where we felt like everything was kind of coming together. But
Handicap.
yeah, but I messed up the audio. I learnt more about audio from doing that than I have on any others.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think the most like commentary that I've had to cut out would have been on when Under the Moons and I do something, because
Yeah, you can't really
Got-
put a lot of that in.
yeah, you can't. It's just like a lot of
Like Mario Kart or like what's
Little
the
Big Planet.
PlayStation game? Like Little Big Planet. Yeah, the card.
I saw that one, yeah.
yeah. But there's like one section in there where I'm like, what's it? I don't remember. I think it's the Katamari Damacy. I'm not sure, but there's a big thing like me yelling from the kitchen, "Do you want some lasagna?" And
Oh, no, that was-
really,
Yeah, that was the rolling game. What's it called?
that's Katamari. Yeah.
Katamari Damacy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that game.
Yeah, that was in your old house.
I've got
Yeah.
a Katamari game sat here that we've been meaning to do for ages. Katamari Forever. I keep meaning
I
to do
really
that.
want to get that.
Katamari
It's
Forever's
still pretty.
beautiful.
You've got a
It's still
PS3
pretty
now, get it.
expensive. Not
Yeah.
not like expensive, but it's not like £2. And it's been out for ages.
That Gargoyles Quest game me and my mate Kev were playing.
Mm.
It went on eBay. Turns out it sells for about 400 quid. So
Oh my.
yeah, it's a good job he had that. I've told him to sell it.
You know, if you ever have a copy of Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, that thing sells for like $70, $80. Like,
Really?
yeah, and it used.
Because I've got
Like-
it directly in front of me.
Yeah, if you don't play it anymore, I mean, I still play it sometimes, so I'm keeping anything that I have. But if you don't play it or you don't like it or whatever, just sell it, because the Nintendo games never go down in price, and especially those ones are very hard to get now, so they go up in price. It's
I've
pretty
got
crazy.
Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes on GameCube.
I'm pretty sure that goes for a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
I
GameCube
had-
games too.
I had Street Fighter 3 Second Impact Third Strike on Dreamcast, but I had to sell it, and that got me about 60 quid. Like,
Yeah.
on its own.
That's
And
crazy.
Guardian Heroes on
It's
Saturn.
crazy for like 10-year-old games now. It's
Yeah.
it's insane.
I've got Spyro.
Look, alright, nobody wants that trash.
I know. What's it called? Conker's Bad Fur Day. That actually goes for loads now.
Oh yeah, Conquers would definitely.
Isn't it sad
Because of
that,
its old hit. Yeah.
yeah, isn't it sad that Spyro's now a guest character in a toy range that doesn't even have his name on it?
Oh,
Yeah.
so is it, yeah, he's in Skylanders now. Isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoa.
It's weird.
that's
And
sad.
we've got Pal Gamers that has joined us on our little stream. Pal, let me see if I can get you a
Hey, pal.
Hey pal, let me
How's
see
it
if I
doing,
can
pal?
send you a thing
Pal?
on the what's it?
I'm trying to keep track of that chat. It's not going well.
I'm trying to figure out how delayed we are. It's really
We're
sort of-
delayed about like 30 seconds, so
That's okay. It's kind of. I tried to do it on my phone, but it doesn't update in real time, so it's kind of annoying.
am I not following Kyle Gamers on Twitter?
Awkward.
Gasps.
Awkward. Oh, no, they don't have a Twitter. That's why.
That's all right.
What?
Get your shit together.
That's
Missed
even more than that's okay. I totally didn't start my Twitter like 3 days ago.
Nice, nice. But you've got an excuse.
What's my excuse?
You're new.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't start my Twitter until ages ago. What am I supposed to do with you now then? All right, let me think. Let me think. While I
Jesus, I've been on Twitter since 2009. Fuck.
Okay, Gramps. Okay. We've done the worst thing. We've done that. When was the first time you cried at a game?
Oh, that's one of my ones.
The first time.
Does tearing up count?
Yeah.
Because I can't cry very easily to like media, like tears down my face. But I mean, I can tear up and be like, oh damn, you know.
Yeah, that counts, I reckon.
You've never cried at a game.
No, I've never cried at a book, a song, or anything like that. I've teared up though. I tear up a lot, but I don't cry.
Heartless bastard.
The closest I came was when I put a hole in my thumb playing Street Fighter. That was pretty tear-inducing. I just put a plaster on it and carried on playing.
Fair enough.
Because that's what you did back then.
That's what you did when you were hardcore.
That's what you do when you're on summer holiday from school and you've got Street Fighter out for free and a lot of time.
Let me see. Grandia 2.
That's a game.
That's a game. Yeah, that's the first one that I cried at.
What game's that? I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Dreamcast game.
Oh,
And yeah, it's very Final Fantasy-esque.
Mm.
But this was before I played any sort of Final Fantasy, and I had never played Grandia 1. And barely anyone's barely no one's heard about it. But I just remember it being super good. And then I cried I think I cried near the end, and it was like one of those experiences you're like, oh my god. And now you've got stuff like The Last of Us, and it's just like, oh, it wasn't that emotional now that I think about it. But when you're like 10.
There's only about 4 Grandia games, isn't there? I remember them being around.
They're great.
Because they were one of those ones where they kept trying to push it as the next Final Fantasy for a while, but it didn't really work.
Yeah, I can see why.
Oh god, there's an online one.
Is there?
Yeah. Apparently, it was announced in Japan a few years ago.
Oh my god.
Probably never happened.
I feel like I want to replay it again. I bet I could find it for some sort of like emulator.
Oh, that's why I played it on the Sega Saturn.
Sega.
I still have a Saturn. Only person in the UK with one, I think.
I've got a Genesis.
Same here. I've got everything. It's sad. I counted my consoles once. I had 19 consoles.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have a Genesis, but I have a Mega Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because UK.
It's a better name.
Yeah.
Because
UK.
Because UK. Oh, you're these Europeans.
the lack of association with Phil Collins is infinitely better. So.
That's very true.
I always thought it was a Bible reference for America.
The beginning.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. We had you probably didn't get the Sega Pirate TV adverts in America, did you?
No, we just got the standard. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't do that.
You had Sega does what Nintendo don't. No, Sega Pirate TV was like the advertising campaign over here, and it had a comedian. I can't remember his name. He's in a whole bunch of episodes of Bottom, and he's just like shouting and doing weird stuff
Rick
on the
Mail?
screen. No, not him.
The other one.
No, he's a big dude that's in Bottom every now and again. Really big fat guy.
Okay.
Can't remember his name.
Oh, is he Iranian guy or something?
No. He's the one who's really dumb. Like, the episode he's probably the most is the Christmas special one with the gold Frankenstein and Gurr. But yeah, he was in that, and it was all weird. Rick Mail's in one of the adverts, though. He is in
Fair
one.
enough.
He died. Poor Rick.
Yeah.
My mate worked with him on a film.
He's
A film called One by One.
nice one.
Yeah, my mate was in it with him, and yeah, he was properly upset because they made
Everyone
friends.
was properly upset. My husband, like, he thinks he's quite funny. So his whole life, like growing up, that was like his idol.
Oh yeah, in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s and 90s, he was a god.
Yeah.
He was devastated.
Yeah.
Let me see.
What was that question you were asking?
Oh, that was the
Game that
first
made
time
you
you
cry.
cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get that
Yeah,
with games.
can't
A couple
think
of
of many
films
games.
managed it.
That made me tear up at all.
Red Dead got me. That pissed me
Yeah.
off.
I saw the ending and that made me tear up, but I never played the game. But even just seeing the
Oh.
ending without even knowing much of the story,
I haven't
was
played it yet.
Fall in love with that character.
It's a very good game from what I've heard, and has a very sad ending. But
It's a weird thing with Red Dead because it has a finale, and then it's like the last part that everyone considers the end is kind of the ellipsis. It's like
Yeah.
a prologue. But the actual ending is when he gets revenge and all that sort of stuff. But
Mhm.
yeah, that last part is amazing because it gets you into a daily
Yeah.
routine, gets you used to it, and then bang bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. It's not cool.
I think probably the saddest. I remember the only thing I can remember playing that had a really sad ending was L.A. Noire. I don't know if I really teared up at it, but I remember that game. It wasn't a tear up kind of ending. It was more just like it was really realistic. I was really angry that had happened. I don't know if any of you played.
Yeah, that's my most.
I was just like, that's how it's gonna end because it's basically like the good guys don't win, the bad guys win, and that's real life. And it was just it hit me hard because it was like that's it. Like there's nothing there. Like
Yeah.
it's not a good ending in that way. It's not a Hollywood ending.
A great game.
Yeah, it was a great game. I love that game.
Mm.
Isn't it like 5 discs?
Yeah, it was. I remember on consoles. I played on PC, but I know on consoles it had like 3 discs, I think.
PlayStation only had 1.
Yeah, because that's my stupid.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, we'd have to wait for week for loading times though on Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. What's this dubious link that said click it? Hold on. Let's be fast.
Why are you clicking things? Ask questions.
Alexi Sale, my mate's asking. No, not him.
Yeah,
That's the name I
what
was
is
thinking
the,
of. I couldn't think of his name.
What?
Alexi Sale.
It's not him I'm thinking of. I'm going to find it.
Alright, find it. While I
He
ask...
did,
I got pretty not tearing up, but when it took me about 4 years to beat Final Fantasy VII because the first time I bought it, the second disc didn't work.
Oh.
Then the next time I got it, my memory cards failed and I lost the game. And then about the third time, about the 4th year later, I was saying the whole house was empty and I was like 18 or something, and like I just beat Sephiroth. Everything happened at the end, and it was just I did this. Years of accumulated pain and drama have come to this moment, and I remember thinking, I had like a small 64-bit or kilobyte internet line. I wasn't big into the internet, so it was kind of like I felt special. I'd completed this game. Millions of people have already completed it years before, but I was like, yes.
That's a nice kind of emotional.
Yeah. What was your question?
Oh.
banging?
Let me see. When was the first time you got scared in a game?
No, that's Slender for me as well. Stop at Slender. The entire first video that I did on that was just me being scared when nothing had even happened yet. Literally nothing had happened yet. It was just the atmosphere. I started yelping. I don't know.
Yeah, because like those sort of games, I psych myself out really easily.
Yeah.
So those sort of games, I'll just scare myself.
You get scared at games that aren't even scary. You were edging around the corners in Portal.
I know.
There's nothing there. It's the escape.
I do, but I just
Nothing
was,
to throw at you. God.
it was scary
It's not.
because I didn't know. Like it's fine.
It's been so painful watching those things.
Hindsight is 20/20. Like now, I'm like, oh well. Now that I know the lay of the land, I understand the game.
You're
I
just
get
as
it.
embarrassed as we
What
are.
were you scared at in Portal?
The atmosphere.
What was around the corner?
In,
The only
in,
scary.
my,
It
in the
wasn't scary.
escape
Oh, wait,
part,
wait. Portal 1 or Portal 2?
1.
Aw, dude, come on, that game's like 30 minutes too. Like the entire game, the only the only thing that I could say was scary was GLaDOS talking to you, but GLaDOS wasn't even talking to you like she does in the second one. In the first one, she's just like being a sarcastic bitch, and the second one is I could guess you could say it's scary.
Let me see how long did it take for me to finish? Let me do math in my head.
Too long.
I'd say max 4 hours for a puzzle game like that. It was like I think it was like something like 19 levels.
Hold on, let me.
I think
I'm
that's
not gonna
probably
do
what I
math
put
right
on it
now
is
because
about
I don't want
4 hours. And I mean that's me going at a very slow pace trying to figure out puzzles.
10 plus 20
Dux is
divided
now checking your
by
videos and
6.
counting the minute time.
It took me 4 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're not cheating, not using walkthroughs or anything.
Well, I used the
solving
walkthrough 3
puzzles.
times, so.
Oh, dude, come on.
But I wasted like half an hour doing, well, a radio thing that I didn't need to do, and I wasn't even as successful in the end.
What's the speed run record for that?
Oh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Although they
31, apparently.
that's the glitch one, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, is if you do it by puzzles, it's around 14 minutes. But again, they sort of shoot in between the cracks of the walls and sort of shoot ahead. So yeah, I did a run through and got 38 minutes. So
I could probably do it in an hour. That'd be about the best I could do. But yeah.
If you do it over and over again, then you'll easily get it. You
Well,
sort of
yeah.
memorize everything. Yeah.
Certain games you can like properly learn speedrunning. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Like my 5.5 hour run wasn't very good, but I've done that in like an hour and a half, like 2 hours. Like that's a great game. That.
Is that the first game that scared you then?
No. I don't think any game really got to me until probably Condemned on the Xbox 360. Like before that, because before that it's PS2 era graphics and all that. I think you need immersion. And, like, yeah. I've been playing. Yeah.
Alien
PS2.
Isolation's been the worst.
Oh, I can imagine.
For me.
Yeah.
I've stopped at chapter 6. It wants me to go into an air vent, and no.
No, I don't even own it. I went around to a mate's house and he just handed me the controller and like an alien started coming down from an air vent in front of me and I turned and walked to a closed door that wouldn't open and just looked at it because as long as I couldn't see anything, it wasn't there.
That's how aliens work. If you can't see it, it can't see you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's well-known science.
I should do a video with Paul because he freaks out with those.
Somebody in the chat had a question. I don't know if I should read this or not. Do you mind?
Go for it.
Is it Kevin?
It said, continuing the theme, this is from Facebook Films, I have a question. When was the first time everyone felt a bit turned on while playing a game? I don't know.
Raunchy.
Whoa! Did it just get hot in here?
Fear Effect, probably. Kevin's already out for Fear Effect on PS1.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Really?
Final Fantasy VIII. What about Final Fantasy VIII?
What?
I don't know. Squall was cute.
Oh my god.
He had that scar. It was
Yeah, I
dangerous.
got that scar, man.
That Gunblade, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably.
Not the mysterious, whimsical ways of Cypher.
Which one was that?
Oh, the gun. But guy gave him the.
Safer. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that
Oh,
one.
Cypher. Okay.
Yeah.
I quite liked the punchy one.
Zell.
Yeah, the really annoying punchy one. But then I also liked the cowboy hat shooter one as well. I liked them all. It was great.
I forget half the characters in that game.
Everyone was beautiful. It was wonderful. It's a
One
lot
of my friends is
eye
obsessed with
candy.
Rinoa.
Let me think. I don't know. Let me think some more. Next,
I
someone
can't
else
think at
answer.
all.
Yeah, somebody else answer. I want to hear about this.
Yeah, I'd definitely say Chloe and Elena and Uncharted. They're pretty well graphics-wise, so why not? But I can't really know. Other than that,
I mean, we're obviously not counting porn games, though.
I mean, there are some games
Well,
that
obvious.
line between
Obviously.
feature like scenes, but aren't necessarily about that. I don't know.
Hang on, Ewan did an entire podcast about gaming butts.
Oh god, I did.
About Metal Gear Solid, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
You can't.
Yeah, I did.
That's what knowing Laura gets you.
Yeah, That was quite fun, though. We talked about Metal Gear, which, as I said on there, bots are actually a very important plot point a lot of the time in Metal Gear. It's not just showing off, it's you have to pay attention.
Yeah. Told you.
Each bot means something.
Yeah. Every crevasse.
Sorry, I don't know what to say now.
Are you going to do another one of those with Laura? She asked you.
If she asked me, but we did kind of leave things open to a sequel in that we never really got through Metal Gear Solid 4, and we did that thing at the end that was hinting at the sequel. So yeah.
But you missed what's his face? He's the guy with the electricity in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Bolgan.
Yeah, you never didn't talk about him,
You
did you?
don't see his butt though. Doesn't he wear the big trench coat?
No, he's got that big metallic suit
Oh
thing
yeah,
on
he
some of
did.
it.
Oh,
It's
at the
smooth
end.
for me.
Between his fists.
Yeah.
When he's on Shagahod, the sexiest of all Metal Gears.
That's the first time I was turned on Shagohog.
Oh god, yes. Everybody must have. I was actually going to say that I had to look up his name considering he was a crush, but Van from Final Fantasy 12.
Oh, Final Fantasy. Yeah, that game.
That happened.
Yeah, the game that stopped me playing Square Enix games on my channel.
What? Final Fantasy 12 was amazing.
It's a great game,
Yeah.
but Square Enix like to own my videos if I could.
Oh, yeah.
So screw them. Only Japan. Only Square Enix Japan. American games are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great game, Final Fantasy 12. Massively underrated.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Massively bloody difficult.
Yeah. There's a blooming dinosaur outside the first area you go to. Like, that can kill you instantly.
Are we allowed to swear? It's after 9 o'clock, but not in
Yeah.
America.
Yes, you're allowed to swear.
That was fucking dinosaur ripped me apart in the first 3 playthroughs.
The only game I think's come close to that game recently is Xenoblade Chronicles, but
I really want
Nintendo's
to play
doing the
it.
best.
Everyone says it's amazing, and
It's
I really
excellent,
want to play it.
but Nintendo don't want you to play it.
Yeah, I wanted to play that too, but I may just wait for the Wii U sequel to get out.
I
of
reckon
business, I don't know.
when it comes out on Wii U, that sequel, they'll release it as a download, the first one.
They definitely will, just like they did for Bayonetta 2.
I bet they charge
Coming
more
on
for
the
3DS,
3DS,
isn't
isn't
it?
it?
On the 3DS.
But only on the
they're
new
remaking
3DS.
it. You're right.
Only
Yeah, it's on the new 3DS only. That really sucks.
So you need to
Which
buy a new
I don't
3DS.
have. So I'm not gonna go buy it. I wish they would put it on the original 3DS because I would play it then definitely.
It's an amazing game. It's really good.
I've
Solid.
always heard amazing 10 out of 10 reviews and stuff. So kind of sad.
Maybe I'll get it in 5 years.
The best
It's
thing is
like- It's like $90 because it's so
Yeah.
rare. So
I could have brought that when I used to work at HMV. We had a second-hand copy come in. I was going to buy it, and I just went, "Oh no, I'll leave it." And someone brought it,
Oh.
and now it sells for like 60, 70 quid on Amazon. Like, it's ridiculous. The best thing is that villain, the robot monster guy. Can't remember his name. He's got a really strong Cockney accent. He's just like Monado boy all the time.
Was it appropriate for his character?
Nah, it was amazing though.
Oh, so it was the Heavenly Sword School of voice acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's British localization on games is amazing sometimes. Dragon's Quest 8 has amazing localization, and Nina Cooney, brilliant what they did on that. Welsh accents and all sorts.
I think the first time I recognized someone's voice in a game because I wasn't actually paying attention, but
North.
that was Oblivion with Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they only have 8 voice actors every time they do those games, so he did a lot. And they have 1,000 characters, so you recognize them a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I can hear a lot of Liam Neeson as well. And then John Cleese was, I think, in the third Fable.
Neeson was Fallout 3.
Yeah. And then, but Moonsy, you're the one who can always tell when what's-his-face, Nathan Drake,
Nolan North.
yeah, is just like, oh, that's his voice.
There he is again. There he is again.
No, North's good. He
He did
He's in a lot of
fantastic
stuff.
in Last of Us. He was great in that one.
Hmm.
Can't recognise his voice in that one.
but he did Penguin's voice in Arkham City.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did. Who was the voice he did in Lego Batman? The Riddler, I think, or something like that. Because he's done a whole bunch of different characters like over the years.
Who's your favorite Batman villain?
Joker. Joker's the best, hands down. Can't tell
I
me
agree.
otherwise.
Joker's my favorite as well. Oh,
So
no,
much
not
crap.
Joker. I don't care about Joker. I
Excuse you.
like
Joker's
I like
the best
the
hands
Riddler.
down. Oh wait, no, not Joker.
Joker's relationship with Batman is what makes him the best, in my opinion.
I like the Riddler.
The Riddler's awesome, but
Yeah, I think he's the most sort of underutilized villain.
It depends how they're written with Batman, because a bad
Yeah.
Batman villain can be elevated by good writing. Mr. Freeze was a joke before the 1990s animated series,
Yeah.
like pure joke, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger did his best to make him a joke again. But yeah, I've got a comic somewhere from like this was a reprint of a 1960s one, and in that he's just literally after diamonds, and that's his entire deal. But Heart of Ice is an incredible episode, changed him entirely.
Isn't there there's a Batman cartoon that had Mr. Freeze in it with
yes, I've seen it.
with Poison Ivy as well in the same episode or something, but it was an amazing episode.
I watch animated films, Batman animated films. I forget which, but they had a
Yeah.
this plot line in it. I remember I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid.
It was really good.
Yeah, that's where I know Mr. Freeze from. And in the newer writing, a lot of times they make Mr. Freeze have the whole backstory of his wife and everything,
Yeah,
which I think is a little bit silly, but it gives him more detail at least.
Yeah.
That was only invented for the animated series, though. It never
Yeah, I
existed
know.
before.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying. It's completely new because they just gave him a new plot line. It's kind of weird. Gave him a new backstory.
Yeah. It's like
But, I mean-
Scarecrow. He can be made good with good writing,
Yeah.
or he can be stupid.
Somebody in the chat had another question. Pal Gamers had a question. It said, he said he was wondering what small YouTubers any of you guys feel deserve more subs. And
Me?
I'll get the first one out of the way. Pal Gamers definitely deserves more subs. That's what I said, right? So, if anybody else wants to go, I don't know.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I sort of did this, because I thought it'd be fun. Because a lot of people that are, that I watch are y'all guys, and I've got now 43 subscribers, I think.
Show off.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, I've lost a subscriber since we started this, so I'm doing everything right.
Maybe I should go check.
Maybe that was me. No. Every time I lose a subscriber, I know it's under the moon. So.
Do you ever go on Social Blade and see how you're tracking on there?
Sometimes, and then I cry, and then I just not look again.
My aim has been to hit 100 subscribers, and it's not going well. It's
Yeah.
gone better this week. I've gone up by 4 this week. So
Ooh, congratulations.
yeah, which is weird, but I keep losing. This last month, I literally lost a subscriber every time I gained one.
Oh.
It was just terrible. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know
Well,
why
I
they
mean,
don't
at
like
least
me.
it's new people that would generally like your stuff. If the old people didn't like your stuff, they wouldn't watch it anyway if they were subscribed.
Yeah. If I was going to recommend
somebody subscribe, you still made somebody subscribe.
Yeah. I mean, I do get why that a lot of people are just subscribing, like, because they want me to subscribe back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
That's why I don't subscribe to like everybody on r/Let's Play that I
Yeah.
talk to, because I feel like they all do, and I don't want to do that. Because if I don't like if I like really just unless I really like your content, I'm not gonna subscribe because it's a fake subscriber. It's hollow. And it's not worth it.
I've got
I
100.
wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. So
Yeah, I'm subscribed to 103 channels. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
Not many
I'm
more.
subscribed to actually
You
over
hit your
500.
subscribe limit. You can watch
Is there
your
a limit? Because I feel like I would hit that.
No, I don't think there is on YouTube. But
I don't know, I'm subscribed to like 560 something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been for a long time. I don't know.
if
I
I was
used to
gonna-
be subscribed to like a lot of like when I first started doing it. I subscribed to like loads of like really popular and really big channels and
Yeah, I
stuff
don't
like
watch
that. And
about
then I started watching it. I was like, oh, I don't actually like this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, am I bad for unsubscribing?
Which ones would you say you didn't like of the big ones?
Ooh, drama.
You get some Game Grumps.
Well, no, it doesn't. Okay, so I really like Rhett and Link, but I don't like their videos. If that makes
Good
any
Mythical
sense.
Mornings or
Yeah.
okay.
So
I can see the Good Mythical Morning because every day it could get
like-
annoying.
I like Good Mythical Morning if it was 5 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
I just feel
I
like
only
they
watch
go
them
on
before now, 'cause
really
they're
long.
like 12 minutes, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna like have my morning podcast with you. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it in like 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm bored. All right.
Yeah,
You will
pretty much.
respect
I really
me.
like them on like the React channels or being guests or something like that. Like I really
they're
like
very
that, or
funny.
when they do, or when they do like shorter stuff. But it's just the longer stuff it is. So I unsubscribe from them because they guest on all the other ones I subscribe to.
You
I'm
get your
sort
dose
of-
of them anyway.
I need to sort of make myself unsubscribe from Total Biscuit at some point.
Honestly, you should just do it and just
Yeah.
unfollow him on Twitter and pretend he doesn't exist. It makes things so much nicer.
No, he'll still creep in. He'll still get there.
Yeah, that's the
Somehow.
thing. You can unfollow him, and I find out because it's not only Ewan who talks about him every now and again and how horrible he's been. Peter Silk, do you know him? He's like he
don't
works
know
for
him.
Double Fine and all that, but he's always complaining about him. And then you get Rami Ishmael, and then occasionally you get like Zoe Quinn, and eventually I'm just going to see everyone complaining about him. It's just-
But you don't see it as often now, and
no.
ever since I've kind of cut him off completely, because it's not even as if I think most of the stuff he does is bad. I think most of his content is good,
Yeah.
but he's always starting a fight with somebody, and it's just exhausting, and I don't want to have to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I was
His videos
I
are
was-
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of because I watched the Yogs cast. One of their main guys, I think, tweeted him just saying crying piss wabby about one of his latest
Yeah, with
videos.
Simon, yeah.
Yeah, and it just sparked off so much like hate and everything, and it was so stupid. Just all this stuff like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, blah blah blah, and it's just, I don't know. Sometimes
That's
it's
why
just
you
best-
shouldn't do it in public on Twitter. People are so stupid. It's amazing to me how immature most top YouTubers are. You would
Yeah,
think they
but
would not
Yeah.
air dirty laundry when they have like 1 million followers or something. I mean,
yeah.
I want to get a sign that has. Do you know those signs that say how many days since the last accident? I want one that's for Total Biscuit. Like it says how many days since he's claimed defamation of character or something. Or used the term trad media.
I think you should have an official countdown. I would subscribe to that. Just a YouTube channel.
I was for a while going to start like occasionally just making videos about people who do stuff like that. You know, people who are twats on the internet. But, that Milo Yiannopoulos, I wanted to do a video about that idiot, but I can't. I don't want to waste my breath on him.
Yeah,
'Cause he's a horrible human being.
probably wise.
We've had another question in the chat.
Which
oh,
one?
yeah.
It's which game location do you wish you could step into, as if it was real?
Like a
The
universe.
toilet arena from Thrill Kill. That doesn't sound like a place I'd want to step into.
Is that Kevin saying that?
Of course.
So it's like
Yeah.
a mythical universe, I guess you would want to take part in.
Me and Kev, when I used to live in Burton-on-Trent with it, where he used to be around the corner from me, he had a pirated copy of Thrill Kill because the game never got released, and we played it alone, and that game's terrible. But it was remade into Wu-Tang Taste the Pain, which will be played on my channel one day.
One day.
Yeah, Thrill Kill was amazingly bad though, just horrible, horrible game.
I've never even heard of it.
No.
It's for the best. EA basically bought the publishing rights and then cancelled it instantly.
Fair enough.
The ultimate troll.
Yeah.
I would say something like, I would have said, before Game of Thrones came out, I would have been like, oh, Skyrim or Dragon Age. And now I'm kind of like, no, it's actually just gonna be like
Terrified.
Game of Thrones, and I don't want to live there. I don't want to die like that. I don't want to live there. So now, I don't know.
I
Rust.
quite like to. If I was the. Pardon?
Rust.
Rust. Oh God. Running freely.
Why
Because
would
I
you
just
want to be
finished-
so toxic on Rust?
No, amazingly, I've stumbled across really nice people.
It depends on the type of server. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get 16-year-olds, and I mean I say this as I'm 15, but you know what I mean. The 16-year-old people who think they're so cool and they just shoot on sight no matter what. And
I've gone to the servers that say friendly servers, noobs welcome,
Yeah, it can
and
be
then
fun.
it's a
Yeah.
nice sign if like loads of houses are around. But I've only been playing for like 6 hours, so we'll see. And I've been watching a lot of Bear
Yeah.
Grylls stuff at the moment, so I'm kind of like,
You're
I
on a
want to
survival
try
kick.
that out. Yeah. Well, I just finished the latest series, Mission Survive, this morning, so
There's another question from the chat. Mr. Lova said, I recently played Shadow Mordor, and the final boss nearly ruined the whole experience. Which boss, if ever, has nearly ruined the game for you?
Right, the bosses in Deus Ex Human Revolutions are incredibly bad and incredibly poorly suited for the game. They just don't work in the game because the only way to beat them, at least until they did the director's cut, I believe, but I've not played that, is you have to spec your character to be entirely combat focused. If you don't do that, if you try and play the game like as I did, like sneaky and talking to people and manipulating them, that kind of thing, then you get to bosses and they just insta kill you. I had to look up. There was one guy I had to do an exploit where I somehow managed to hack a turret in a previous area and then slowly drag it all the way through to the boss arena and then just plant it down the elevator just outside where he couldn't hit it and then just hide in the corner while he slowly died. It was the only way I could get past him, and it really ruined the game a lot for me.
I played
awful.
It really was. It was they had shipped out the boss arena, the boss fights to a different company who obviously didn't get it.
Yeah. Was there even boss fights in the old Deus Ex games, like proper set piece ones?
Not set piece, but there were enemies who were kind of boss-like, if you know what I mean.
Deus Ex Human Revolutions were really good until you get to those fights.
But in the original Deus Ex, you could always defeat the bosses through other means. You could either run away from them, or if you'd gone through a quest beforehand, you could, have some way of bypassing the fight entirely. And that was kind of what was missing in Human Revolutions, and that there was no options. You just had to go one-on-one with them.
So I think Pillars of Eternity, I managed to avoid a boss battle by just talking nice to someone the other day. That game's alright so far. I'm liking it.
I'm excited to see more of it, but to be honest, it was one of those, because I can't sleep. I'm really bad at sleeping. So my thing is, because I don't like to be in the dark all alone with all the lights off and it's just quiet and there's just no way. So I can only fall asleep if I'm watching something. Yeah. And
so you're saying you listen to me to help you go to sleep, yeah?
I listen to you. I listen to. It's really bad if I'm listening to Jaxia on the bus because.
I recommend for that sort of thing Lee Alexander's Let's Plays, her lo-fi Let's Plays, because they're borderline ASMR. And there's a guy called Bran Plays Games that I talk to quite a lot. He hasn't done a video in a while, but he's got this perfect American smooth voice. He sounds like he should be singing jazz.
Oh, cool. Tweet them to me at some point. Yeah, because I pick really long ones that I know that not a lot of stuff is going to happen visually, but the commentators are good enough that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do any more episodes of that, because it was I knew every half hour would just be me walking to a location and getting killed by a bear.
Yeah. But I don't remember what the point of that was, but
it was boss battles that sucked.
Oh yeah, boss battles. Every Final Fantasy boss, because I never grinded hard enough because I was too lazy, and that's why I've never finished a Final Fantasy game.
The worst RPG bosses are the ones where you're locked in the area where the boss is, and there's nowhere to grind.
Yep.
Does anybody remember the final boss from what was barely a boss from Final Fantasy X?
Yeah. Well, hang on. You mean the Final Fantasy X where you play the entire game building up towards a boss called Sin or something, this huge thing, and then you get to the very end and it's some totally unheard of random character that hasn't been mentioned in the game at all, and it's supposed to be an epic battle with your evil nemesis who you don't know who it is whatsoever and you have no feeling towards.
Yeah.
You can be friends. You don't care.
It's even worse than that, though, because there is no way to die against him. He will literally heal you if you get too low, and then you can actually defeat him by casting zombie on him, and then he'll try and heal himself and damage himself to death.
Is that a pro tip?
Ooh, pro tip! Pro tip!
for how like 10-year-old game. So if you suck on Final Fantasy X, just bought it home from school.
Yeah.
That's how you beat Yevon at the end.
I put a pro tip for Advance Wars on the Miiverse, and it's got loads of like +1s on it. Like everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got. I did a drawing on the Street Fighter 2010 one, which was just Ken saying "I'm a scientist now," and that's got like 87 years on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some girl told me she loved me after seeing it.
Ooh, you're
Yeah.
in there.
That girl was probably 8. How do you feel?
Yeah, she wanted to know how old I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say just in case, like, they went, "Oh, you're that old and you drew that craply."
Oh, I got a pro tip for Paper Mario 1000-Year-Old Door.
Don't
Don't
play
play
it.
it.
Correct.
Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah,
I don't have a correct sound effect. Let me see.
There was a game I actually played and didn't complete because of a boss fight. And this game which came out on the PS2 in 2001. It was called Fur Fighters.
Oh, okay.
You remember that one? It's not dirty, don't worry. It's like a cell shady game, and it was quite fun. But there was a
What's it
boss and you
about?
just couldn't get past it. It was this boss which was just this big robot with. It probably wasn't even a boss. It was just an obstacle. They just ruined it. Sorry, it's not Final Fantasy. I'll try better next time.
No, I was thinking there's been really tough bosses that have pissed me off, but then there have been really just like stupidly easy bosses, like the Fatal, blah, 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 the other F1, Fable 3, ruined the game for me, and then the first God of War.
Which one?
The
Which
first
boss?
one, the last
Which boss?
one.
The last boss in God of War.
Yeah.
Oh, against
the
Ares.
giant.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
I
that-
was like, what? There was people that were harder to defeat in the corridors than this guy. I beat him in like 30 seconds. I was like, oh well.
I like how it
That
just turns into a
happened.
Godzilla monster fight at the end of that game.
Yeah.
And you
was
never
more
get
like
big again.
spectacle.
Yeah. I think God of War 3 is the only one that improved the boss fights as the game progressed.
Really?
Yeah, all the other ones start off big and then they never get quite there again.
Yeah.
But God of
I
War
have to
3,
stop.
like, it has you fight a titan at one point and you tear his eye out. It was awesome.
Now I really want to play it. That's like God of War is like my guilty pleasure.
I think everyone's guilty pleasure.
I've never had such joy button mashing and destroying everything
But
with gore on the high.
you played Dante's Inferno.
Not yet. I really want to.
It's God of War with dicks everywhere.
Awesome. Count me in.
Dicks of War.
Yeah, there's literally, I'm not even kidding, like columns of them. Like,
Oh my god. Why haven't I played this game?
How do you have a column of dicks? Are they
How do you not?
by default. Yeah. God, that game. Who was it? Joe Parlock from Indie Haven was playing it a while ago, and he was obsessed with it.
Because of the amount of dicks, or?
He never mentioned that, but he
Oh.
played through it 3 times in a couple of days.
That's a lot of columns of dicks.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me see. The homoerotic knife fight.
Resident Evil 4.
I don't even
Yes.
know.
And they were talking about in the chat the QuickTime events in Resident Evil 4 and how they were
Speaking
the
of-
only good QuickTime events that were good.
Speaking of homoerotica, I was,
That's what we were speaking of.
what was I watching? I was watching someone play. Was it? Who was it? Oh goodness! I think it was Young Bone Gaming, who should be here for some reason. I don't know where they are. Talk about disappearing.
Playing homoerotic games.
Yeah, I think so. Was it? Let me. Okay. Come back to me. I'm gonna find out what this game was called. It's.
Speaking of homoeroticism,
Oh no! It's the Evil Within.
How is the evil within homoerotic?
I think that's it. No, it's not the Evil Within. Never mind. It's another one. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a horror game, isn't
It's
it?
like it's like the Evil Within. but like Resident.
Was it Resident
Scary
Evil 4?
homoeroticism.
It wasn't Resident Evil because I didn't watch any Resident. I'm gonna find out what it is.
No, it's not Resident Evil. Resident Evil always has the
Okay,
big guy.
I'm trying to think of a game that's like a
Always.
gay Evil Within, and my mind is blank.
Gay within.
The Gay Within. Love it.
Well, one has to be.
Let me see. I know it's in my subscription somewhere, or maybe I don't know. Oh God, I'm so behind on my subscriptions at the moment.
3 months behind on Game Grumps. Got to catch up one day.
I've been watching Game Grumps Super Mario Let's Play, and it is great. They're probably the only traditional Let's Player that I can really, really watch and enjoy.
Yeah. If you watch the early ones, they play up and act silly a lot, but as it goes, especially since Danny's joined it, they've been a much more chilled.
Dan is so great. I love Dan.
He's a really cool guy.
I love John and Aaron, but Dan and Aaron are like on the same level for me.
Yeah. Because
I
Aaron
didn't think
gets
they would be.
silly, but it's like they just have episodes where they just talk
Yeah,
about
Dan
nonsense.
completely balances him out. It's funny.
Yeah. Danny's also.
And it's funny to see that side of him when then you go and watch Ninja Sex Party and it's so over the top and silly.
When they announced he was joining Game Grumps, when they showed him, I was like, wait, I know that guy. Where do I know him from? And it was like, No Reason Boner. That's it.
Yeah, I was just watching their stuff last night. My favorite song was "Shut Up" in parentheses. I have an erection.
That's the last video, wasn't it? Yeah.
My erection is more important than whatever you're saying right now.
It's amazing. Yeah, Ninja Sex Party are awesome. They get the comedy thing right. I don't like Starbomb quite as much, but
I haven't ever watched it, but I know it's all animated. I think that's kind of lame.
their albums just all video game based parody songs, but the second one's like nowhere near as good as the first album.
I thought the second one was better.
But some people do it, yeah. I get
It's all dick jokes in the first one, really. It's all like
true.
one joke, it's just dicks. And I think the second episode or album, they said they wanted to do no dick jokes at all, and I think it made it better.
Maybe that's what I'm lacking. I just need more dick in my ears, as it were.
Yeah.
It is the evil within.
Okay, how is the evil within homoerotic? Please
Is there a
elaborate.
plot we don't know about?
Oh no, maybe it isn't.
Oh my god. That's where we started.
I've got a good homoerotic game on the Wii called Choaniki. There's a good one.
Oh, that is like the most That's not even homoerotic. That's just straight up homosexual. That.
It's beautiful.
What? It is the
Okay.
evil within. Come on.
What is it? Explain. It's a horror game.
It's
How is it?
Sebastian and Joseph.
I don't know anything about the game. I just know it's a horror game, so maybe
Oh
you're
yeah,
right.
definitely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it was the Schmucks play, who y'all should follow as well. They're hilarious. I'll put a link in the what's it. It's so good. But they're playing the evil within, and it is very homoerotic.
Really?
Very.
See, I've not played it.
Okay. So yeah, it is. It's very between the main character and the other guy. They've got like a Resident Evil sort of team where they've got the main guy, the sort of speckly guy who's like follow the rules, but then turns out to be like a complete badass. And they save each other a lot. And then they've got the girl who they have to save from a tank of water or something. I think there's like 3 of them.
Allergic to water?
No, well, she's gonna die, I think.
Because he's allergic to water?
Yeah.
That's allergic to water.
She's got a cup of water like dangling over her head. She's like, no,
Don't do it!
Well, there we go. See, you can. Okay, so if you watch this playthrough of Schmucks Play, then you will see the homoeroticism.
Sweet.
there's
We
a
have
game-
another question.
Oh,
Is that from? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
another
about to say
question.
Faceport Films, what is the most dishonorable tactic you've used in multiplayer games?
that. I like somebody in the chat that replied, Miller Gaming said that I once got Kev drunk so he'd forget how to play games.
Yeah, Kev's Facebook films. That's me saying that. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'd
That's what
say
happened.
probably during, like in-game would be camping and sniping. Absolutely. I'm a big firm believer of getting into, especially the only way I could play Halo when it first came out, because I wasn't good at the first-person shooter yet. The only way I could play it was to get inside the tank and like run people over.
That's how you meant to play it.
Okay, good. I'm glad I was doing
That's
something
the best way
right.
to play, really.
I tell one from Battlefield Bad Company, because I worked on that game, so I know there's one bush that you can't get shot in if you crouch down inside it. So I used to go onto Oasis near the end, crouch inside the bush, and just stick the gun through the end and just take everyone out as they're taking that thing, and they'd just come up and start shooting at me. Couldn't kill me. And there's also a row of trees along the way that you can sit on top of. Yeah. I used to do that a lot. That's one of the advantages of working on a game. You know what's wrong with it. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'd say, but in real life, though, I get really violent physically when I play Smash Brothers.
Just rip the controller out of the other person's hand. Stop.
Well, no,
You're not gonna win.
I kind of, every time my character hits them, I hit them too, so that they don't hit me back.
Multitasking.
In the game. Yeah, it's something, I do get really aggravated, though, when I play certain games. Under the Moons can attest to that. I've almost broken his controllers like 4 times.
Yep, not cool. For me, I think it's if we back in the We Play games or Wii Sports, it was very much verbal abuse or trying to make someone laugh. That's about it, really. But I don't know, never physical. That's too far.
I made my mate Paul sick once when we were playing games. He threw up. I made him eat a whole donut in one go, and he couldn't handle it. And so we were midway through Tekken, and he ran off and threw up while I beat him.
Wait, one donut?
Yeah, like a donut in one mouthful. Like just the whole thing in his mouth in one go, without taking a bite.
Yeah.
Why did he throw up over that?
Because he couldn't handle it. It was a big donut.
That's like
Deep
how you're supposed
throating
to
a
eat
donut,
Krispy
basically.
Kreme. You just inhale it.
Deep throat the Krispy Kreme.
Hells yeah.
Mr. Lova in chat comes up with a good one. I've done this as well. Give someone else who's playing your controller that has the sticky button.
Oh,
Give it a Mad Catz controller, you know. You get the original. You get the knockoff. It's my house. I get the good one.
Yeah.
well, because I'm so violent with controllers, I always get the one that when you shake it, has a little piece.
You can hear it rattle.
Yeah.
My PS2 pad does that. You can hear it on my Disco videos.
Yeah.
Do you have old controllers, especially from PS2 GameCube, that the rubber on the grips has gone all sticky and horrible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had to throw away so many GameCube controllers because they just get so bad because of the rubber.
Oh, I wipe it off, get some water and clean it. But yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Should be banned.
What?
Did y'all
the
see
worst-
that video that Boogie whatever blah 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 blah?
Boogie.
Yeah.
All the numbers.
Yeah,
He put out
whatever.
something really recent about the controller. Well, it was technically about how hard Bloodborne was, but then he took it out on the controller. And those controllers are really like sturdy.
They have to be. Was it
Like-
Nintendo used to do? They used to drop everything they make, didn't they, for 30
Yeah.
to survive? I dropped my GameCube downstairs once, and it's fine.
As you do.
Yeah, it can survive an apocalypse.
I've only ever broken one controller, and that was the. You remember the original Xbox, and remember the absolutely massive controllers they had.
Oh
The Duke.
gosh.
I broke
Yeah, the
that. There was a little circle bit in the middle, and that got smashed. And after that, it would just vibrate constantly, like really violently, and it was pretty unusable.
I broke one of my Rock Band guitars. Like I tried to fix the sensor inside it, and I ended up just severing it, which wasn't desirable. That was a Beatles Rock Band guitar as well.
That was creating an issue.
Yeah. If anyone wants to buy any drums, I've got some of my.
Hey, I've been
What
trying to
a-
get rid
what
of
a
my rock
fad
band
that
drums
is.
for years.
Yeah.
Well, I was planning to sell my Ion drums, and they announced Rock Band 4. I'm like,
It's definitely not the game for UK people.
yeah, it's a nightmare.
There's like no space anywhere in this country.
Yeah.
Like
Getting
I've
hold
got
of
two
them.
I've got 2 DDR pads and I won't be able to use them until we buy our own house or something.
Buy our own house each.
Yeah. Just one pad for each house.
Was that the reason why old Japanese controller wires are always shorter, isn't it? Because they're tiny houses.
Yeah.
I've got cables everywhere now, though. Right.
I don't see any more questions in the thing. Why don't we answer? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go get some more water because I've run out.
Water.
Water? Why don't you?
I'll get some more water too.
We're about halfway through. Do you want to take like a 5-minute break or something? We get stuff.
Yeah.
Well, stop talking sense. I don't know. If y'all want to keep talking, go ahead. I'm just gonna like be back.
But what questions did we not answer fully earlier?
What place would you want to live in a video game?
You said Rust. I remember that.
What was the first time you got scared in a video game? Only a few. And you can always do your pet peeves.
My pet peeves about video games or LP?
LPing and video games.
Yeah, okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Cool.
I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll be like a minute or so.
Toilet break.
I was going to say, for a place I'd love to visit would be, if I was the alien, it would be the 1950s of Destroy All Humans.
Hell,
There's something about just the sort of setting and everything I absolutely loved.
only
if
got
I
on with
was,
the first game.
yeah, second one was all right. I never played the third one though. I think there was 2 versions.
Yeah, they were the exact same game. That was the problem.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was the thing. All the sequels, there was nothing new in them. They were just the same stuff. Really good idea though. Had one of the guys from Invader Zim in it, didn't it? Doing one of the voices.
Really?
Yeah, the Grand Commander guy. It's one of the voices from Invader Zim.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that first one was cool. Played that loads. Because when you finished it on the PS2, you unlocked Teenagers from Outer Space. It was a bonus film. I need to dig up my copy of that and cover that on my website at some point.
It was a fantastic game that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it was sort of those games sort of. There was another one which came out at the same time. It's called Stubbs the Zombie.
Yeah.
I didn't hear much people talk about
yeah.
that. But that was the same kind of 1950s, but in the future. But instead of aliens, it's now zombies. So it's quite a It's like sort of the Xbox's return to it, maybe.
Yeah, I got that on Xbox, and it didn't work on the 360 over VGA cables. So I had to. So I gave it to Paul, mate Paul. But that's a cool game, though. Remember that? Yeah, it had John C. McGinley doing the voice of Stubbs, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Encyclopedic knowledge of voice actors here. It's worrying. The thing about a world that you'd want to be in from games, like most game worlds are horrible.
What about Pokemon? That'd be a good one.
Pokemon, yeah.
That's where I'd be.
I thought I'd have a moral quandary over forcing animals to fight for my monetary gain.
To be fair, the animals actually seem to want to fight each other most of the time. I mean,
Yeah, but so
Pikachu
do
was
the
always well up for a fight.
So do the guest song get Jeremy Kyle. Like
Pokemon like what do they called, like Chacho or whatever.
I think
really
if the humans...
repetitive because they just say the same thing over and over again. Admittedly, that wouldn't be much of a difference, but
no, true.
Pikachu. Which
I was trying to think sort of if Pokemon were sort of in our world, what would dogs say for their name and everything? It would just be the generic sound. So dogs would be barks and cats would be meows.
I was wondering, have they made it in the Pokemon games yet, where the Pokemon actually say their names in the games? They haven't, have they?
Pikachu did in Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, did he?
Pikachu's the only one, I think.
He said Pikachu all the time.
Because that bugs me that even on the newer 3DS games, they're still using those bleeps and whistles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's a good point.
Well, I always figured it was to save sound data size, not on the GBA. I figured it would be a nightmare to have 151 or whatever. There's more than that now. But hundreds of voices samples, even if they're only small, it would be a massive problem for a cartridge. But now...
Pokemon Snap had them say their actual names, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I didn't think they even spoke in Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, they're doing
I think they
Pokemon
did.
Channel as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got Pokemon Channel. Jesus.
You just have 3DS to be able to have that now, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do Xenoblade Chronicles, you can have the voices for all the Pokemon. Yeah.
But the Pokemon Stadium they did for N64, did they speak in that, or was it just roars and everything?
No, it's all the GBA sound effects. Exactly the GBA
Oh, really?
sound effects,
Straight?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, even on the GameCube Colosseums. It was well weird.
Wow.
That'd be a horrible world to live in if animals made those noises. Yeah. I have to walk down an alleyway.
I think it's called their cries. Is what
Yeah,
they
the
call it,
cries, yeah. It's just bizarre. It sounded like just someone's messed up the sound chip on the Game Boy.
Yeah, it does. They all
That
sound so
would-
similar too. They're all just. It's weird.
That would be a downside though to living in the world of Pokemon, because like if you're walking down an alleyway in real life, you might be worried about muggers, but you won't be worried that like a trash can will come to life and attack you and start throwing acid at you. Whereas in Pokemon, that's a really strong possibility.
Do you know they've
Well,
like given up on the designs now?
Yeah, an ice cream will come right for you.
Pokemon.
So they're one step away from Shu being a real Pokemon.
Laser
Maybe
tag.
think about it. In that world, they're just like, guy, what are you doing? You can't go in the grass. Like, it's kind of messed up, man.
Yeah, it's true. I
So
always
I
got
think-
the like Voltorbs and everything. I mean, they just self-destruct. That's kind of a terrifying world to be in.
Yeah, you're gonna self-destruct. My
They're
Pikachu's gonna faint. Man, he's gonna die. He's gonna
Yeah, they're
blow
quite
up.
big explosions as well.
It's not a good pet for a baby. That.
No.
Have you ever looked up like Pokemon's like sizes, like their heights? They're really
I did.
not what you'd expect. Like, pretty sure Pikachu's like super tiny, and
Yeah.
like they're all like really like way taller than you expected, or like way shorter. It's really
Well,
weird.
it's the anime sort of like, I guess, made its own lore in the end, didn't it?
I don't know.
That's
Probably just to
we
make
grew
sense.
up. Yeah.
You know, like Groudon's like Godzilla sized almost.
Yeah.
Like 1950s Godzilla, not like modern, but you know. Godzilla should be a Pokemon. That'd be awesome.
More or less is, isn't he? Well,
He's already
yeah.
gonna cry like a Pokemon.
Has he cried in the film? I think he did.
From Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think he let out a weep when all the babies died in the 98 one, if you want to class that as a Godzilla.
No, it's not. It's not Godzilla. I just realised I watched that 1 year ago today for my web film site because my Facebook came up with a notification of me posting a picture saying "Oh no" with the Godzilla DVD in my hand. Because I thought it was a good idea to cover every Godzilla film on my site, like, and that was not a good idea.
Didn't Japan like release a film after the 98 one where it was their one fighting the American Godzilla?
Godzilla Final Wars,
Yeah.
2004. He turns up twice in it and then gets thrown into Sydney Opera House and nuked. It's awesome. While Sub 41 plays in the background.
Did you guys see the newest Godzilla? That was like a year or two ago now.
Yeah.
Probably a year.
Yeah,
it was
kind of.
weird. I mean,
I
it was
liked it.
it was good. It's just everybody was complaining because there was like 8 minutes of Godzilla in it.
I didn't mind that. I just
Yeah.
wish
I didn't
the
mind it
portrayal
either,
of the
yeah.
human was a bit more interesting.
I thought it was. I mean, I really just saw it because Bryan Cranston was in it, but I thought it was.
Yeah, you and
I thought
everyone
it was-
else.
Isn't he only in it for like 10 minutes though?
No, he's in
Yeah.
it for the first like probably third, I'd
Half
say.
hour, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in the first act, but
I forget
everyone's
if his
great.
character actually dies or not, but
Yeah.
he goes away. I don't know.
Well, he dies, but it makes sense in the story because he's got nothing else to do. He's found out what killed his wife. He's done. Like, that's what
Yeah,
he,
but
that's the only
he could have
reason he was
helped.
living.
I don't know. It seems like he could have been the one to work out.
Yeah,
how
they
far
made
the-
him out to be the main character, really.
He also
aside
had to
from-
go film Breaking Bad season 5, so you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that film. It's a Godzilla film. It's spot on. Like,
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
it's I think like if you watch Godzilla films, he's not in it that long most of the time. What is it? Godzilla versus Megalon wasn't even meant to be his film, and
Oh.
it was meant to be Jet Jaguar, and he's in it for about 3 minutes at the end or something like that. Like, he just turns up and fights. Yeah, because they held a competition to let kids design a new character for a film, and some kid designed Jet Jaguar. It looks ridiculous.
Awesome.
And he was meant to fight a creature called Megalon, but halfway through filming, they were like, "This is shit." So they had the Atlanteans in the film call the bad guys from the previous film, and they got the bad guy from the previous film to turn up. because the suit was available, and then Godzilla comes out of nowhere to help Jet Jaguar, and they have a big fight at the end.
Did they kill off Jaguar?
No, he lived.
Oh.
In theory, it was a typical manga thing. It's like a robot thing these guys make, and it turns into a giant robot to fight. But it just looked ridiculous. It looked like knockoff Ultraman drawn by a 5-year-old, which is what it was. Literally.
Yeah. What is this whole thing about in Japan where they just morph into a big giant robot? Because they had the Spider-Man TV show went over there. Oh, Spider-Man's in a big.
Yeah.
It's just like sort of the copy and paste format, really, isn't it?
Well, Super Sentai was very popular in the 70s. So, yeah, everything was like that. There's Masked Rider, wasn't there? VR Troopers is made out of 3 of those shows. Like, you go back, it's crazy how popular that stuff was.
You're back.
I'm back with
Retort.
water,
Wow. How long are you expecting to do
And-
this live stream?
sandwich.
That's big
Looks like
slice.
cheese.
That
What
is
the hell
what
bread
kind
is
of
that?
bread is that? That's like what?
You've wasted half a loaf.
It's tiger bread.
Did you like cut that yourself? Did you like get like a thing and actually like cut that like super thick? Or did it
Did you
come
just
like-
cut a loaf in half?
Yeah, like
Put some filling in between?
it's so. Okay.
Like the loaf's
Hey,
like
bring
that big.
Bring that sandwich back. Bring that.
You need to cut those thinner, man. Jesus, how can you eat that?
You'll be back for another glass of water with that thing. Jeez.
That's why I got the whole bottle. Like, I just drunk this, just sitting here. So no wonder I had to pee.
Product placement. We're
Yes,
gonna get some
water.
monetization off this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Ask a nice, fresh question.
Yeah.
Nice
A fresh question. Is
You have
everybody
something-
back?
I think
Huh?
so. I think
yes,
were you and
we're
I the
back.
only ones that left? I don't know if somebody else left after.
I don't know.
Kev said Godzilla 98 is the second real Godzilla movie.
I think everybody's here. Duck, you had some questions like stored from like not in the just asked in the chat, right?
I don't know if anybody asked some stuff in the chat. Did they?
I don't know.
If not, I've got. Oh, what game keeps dragging you back?
Oh,
Um,
CS:GO. I've taken like a couple months breaks from that, and I always come back to it.
I play Mario Kart every few months. Like, chuck that in my SNES and play it.
Yeah.
I could chuck that in my Retron 5 now, can't I? Ooh, what a treat. HD.
wow.
I got mine back and played Power Rangers once, and that was it.
I love Power Rangers.
Yeah, things like Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Gary's Mods.
Yeah, all like multiplayer
Wow.
games that don't ever really end, you know.
Mm.
Sonic.
Sonic.
I'm no good at
Sonic.
it, but I enjoy playing the first stage.
Oh, Green Hill Zone.
First.
I used to
Yeah.
do that. I used to
God
try
for
and get
Green
the
Zone.
fastest time I could.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was 8.
Yeah, just reset the game every level. I got it down to 20.
Played through the first level because I couldn't get past anything else yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
I finished all of Sonic. I didn't cheat. Not once.
Not once.
No, I didn't at all cheat.
Pokemon. Definitely. Like, no, not Red and Blue Pokemon.
I played Gold. I just played it over and over.
Gold's a
I got
good one.
I got to the Elite Four and my save file corrupted and I never played it again.
Ah,
Oh no.
Yeah.
that sucks.
So I was trying to transfer Pokemon from one game to the other, and I got to Soul Silver, and I can't be asked to finish it anymore.
Mhm.
But I've managed to beat the Elite Four eventually, but I haven't carried on. But I've got like Pokemon from about 7 or 8 different games in there, like GameCube ones and everything. Just once I finish it, I can start transferring them. Yeah,
I didn't even know you could do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, because the GameCube one, Colosseum, you could get all the Pokemon in that and transfer them to Ruby. And then once I finish Soul Silver, I can move all the ones from
So
Ruby.
you-
to that.
Hello?
Comment to that too.
That was weird.
Pourquoi?
There's one in the newer games that you can then.
Hello?
Um,
Sound's cutting out for me.
Yeah. He just cut out.
Okay, I thought it was just me.
yeah, I thought my connection had just died or something.
No, it's
what
all
was
it's
your,
all fine.
what was your first Pokemon?
What Pokemon game?
Yet to
No.
happen.
Pokemon.
Oh,
Charmander.
I chose Bulbasaur in the first one.
Squirtle.
Squirtle. I know Squirtle.
Yeah,
I
I want
chose
Squirtle
Squirtle.
too.
I chose Charmander.
Yes, Charmander's the best.
Charmander's easy mode.
Charmander's the
Face is
hardest
easy
one, and that's
mode.
why he's so cool.
Yeah, true.
Have you guys all played Pokemon and done all this?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Never played one Pokemon game in my life.
What?
Me neither.
Say what?
Oh my god, you can borrow my Game Boy Color.
I'm alright.
Yeah.
I played Pokemon Stadium, but that was it. That was fun.
Oh,
Not really the same.
Pokemon. but
I've
no,
never
no,
played any Pokemon game at all.
I don't think you're missing out.
You are missing out.
I never played Final Fantasy either. I don't feel like I'm missing out either.
You're not missing out.
Oh, okay.
Some of the Final Fantasies are really good.
Final
Some of
Fantasy
them are
6,
really-
man.
I think they're really great as LPs, but
Yeah.
not to play.
Yeah, I was going to do a Final Fantasy VII
Oh.
one, and then Jack too.
Yeah.
The thing is, I would think they'd be bad as Let's Plays because they're so
No,
long
because then you edit
dialogue
out
heavy.
you edit out the grinding.
That's too much work.
Yeah.
No, I mean not to make. I meant to watch. It's a pain in the ass to make,
That's a lot of
Yeah.
grinding.
like Sherlock. It's
A
pain in
lot
the
of
ass to
dry
make.
humping with video editing.
I haven't watched your Sherlock videos yet. I should get to them.
Yeah.
It's so
Lucas has disappeared.
I reviewed that Sherlock
no.
game when it first came out. I should watch your videos.
Which one? The Crimes and Punishments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, but there's so much backtracking. Like literally every 3 seconds, you have to backtrack somewhere else,
Yeah.
and you have to watch the same animation of backtracking over and over again.
Yeah, the loading. If the loading screens weren't quite so long, it wouldn't be so bad. But you have to watch the same Sherlock Holmes sitting in a taxi, like thinking about what he's going to have for dinner that night.
Yeah, it's awful, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
Is it an
I
adventure
like
game?
it because it feels like one of the old Sherlock TV shows, and it's cheesy and hammy and that kind of thing. But the actual mysteries mostly work. I think there's a couple which just get ridiculous, but
As all Sherlock things do.
oh yeah.
I mean, if you read them, they're just like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one of them, I think it's Side 4, where it turns out the murderer was a dwarf. Like
Fair enough.
like a religious cult dwarf guy killing people
Was
for
this-
reasons.
When you say
Wait,
dwarf,
was this the one that was like the Call of Cthulhu sort of Sherlock?
No, this was one of the original novels, I think. Actually.
Oh, I see. I played this. I've only played one other Sherlock game, and I got scared because it was atmospheric. But I was like 9, so. But it was something like, it was some sort of cult thing, and it was all Cthulhu-y.
Like actually, like monsters and everything, or.
Well, I don't know. I didn't get past it that far, but
Uh,
I only played about maybe like half an hour because I scared myself.
I don't know. It feels like there should have been some sort of Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu crossover at some
I don't know.
point.
Someone Google it.
hold on.
I don't even know how to spell what you're talking about.
I'm too busy eating a sandwich.
She'll be eating that sandwich for the next 3 days by the size of that bread.
I'm halfway through.
Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
It's super creepy.
Yeah.
Published in 2007.
Oh my
That's
god.
wrong.
Got a donation.
Oh, it's in the same series actually as
Mhm.
Punishments and all that.
Mysteries of the Persian Carpet. That doesn't sound too exciting.
Well, how did that stain get there, Dr. Watson? I told you before not have any wine indoors, but look at that. So,
Oh, that sort of stain. I thought we were going back into homoerotica again.
Oh yeah, that's what I spent most of Crimes and Punishments doing. Was whenever I got bored, I started aggressively objectifying Mr. Watson, Dr. Watson. Even.
All he ever does is just stand there and eat breakfast.
Yeah, but God, he does it in such a sexy way.
Yeah. I still don't understand why he's got his telescope pointed at that man boob.
Yes!
I don't understand. It never changes. I keep checking, and it's just the same sort of, like, fat lady with huge boobs.
You could just stand at her window all day.
Just staring right at it. It's like...
If that's, Holmes's relationship, they presumably both consent to this, so we shouldn't judge.
It's very voyeuristic.
Well, look, if she's standing there...
Jaxie's back! What's your favorite Final Fantasy? No one gives a shit about Final Fantasy.
7, Jackson. Obviously 7. Never mind your Final Fantasy 9 bullshit.
Right, we're gonna answer it in one number. So
12.
7.
8.
6.
22. 23.
6 as well.
Have you played was it Final Fantasy Record Keeper? That's quite good.
What?
It's a new mobile phone one where you play through loads of the old Final Fantasy battles.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but
Yeah, it's got 16-bit style graphics. It's actually alright. I can't find where the shop is. That's a good sign on a free-to-play game.
I've never played a Final Fantasy.
Oh, welcome Petrus Litus XX1, and by that I mean that's 21, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
There's not really a subject
Yeah,
right now.
it's a
Good old Final Fantasy.
Hi, what's the subject?
With which bad guy do you most sympathize?
Ken Penny from GTA San Andreas.
Because CJ's a little prick in his friend's house.
Fair enough.
Gladys.
Yeah, GLaDOS, I'd say.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
see
hang on,
backstory.
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't sympathise with GLaDOS at all, actually.
I
You
do.
You don't sympathise with her until Portal 2.
Yeah,
No,
Portal 2 is
I
what
wanted
actually
to
makes it.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be the perfect test subject, and I tried to do that, and
You
Failed
sucked
her.
at it massively. I feel sorry for her because of your playthrough. Massively.
I tried to give her her core back, but you haven't seen that yet. You
Do you know
can't
one,
actually.
Yeah, do you know one of those cores is voiced by what's his face from Faith No More, isn't it?
Don't say it yet. That's
Who?
supposed to be the surprise for number 2.
Oh.
No, it's not a surprise. No, it's not. Not him.
In
Alright.
we had talked about
You
this
mean for the
earlier. Another
first one?
villain is Mr. Freeze. He has a good
Mr.
backstory. The newer backstory that he has. Even though it's a bit silly at times, yeah. It gives him, You're
I quite like to Malcolm
he
City.
just wants his wife to be nice. That's good. Yeah, I can feel that. But at the same time, it's like, do you have to kill all those people? And some of the stuff is pretty silly.
What's Ghost, please? Or is it talk about Ghost, please?
As in the...
Oh, Call of Duty, maybe. No.
As in the Patrick
Call of
Swayze.
Duty Ghost. No.
Yeah, a bit of a long stretch there. Wasn't paying
the
attention.
one with Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
My favourite bit is
Hello.
that film was my first exposure to lesbianism as a kid.
Oh, fascinating.
Because there's a bit where she's kissing Patrick Swayze, but really she's
Yeah, but
kissing
it's
Whoopi
really
Goldberg.
not. Yeah.
And I was like, if the police come in now, because they were chasing him at the time, God, that'd be embarrassing.
And then she ran
Oh,
away. to
I
sit
see.
correct.
Have any of you seen a ghost?
Oh, I
What
mean,
is this? Reddit no sleep?
What?
I think I see a ghost behind ducks.
Don't even.
There's some,
Yeah,
well,
in the
there's it looks like
reflection.
there's something under those sheets next to the consoles.
Yeah.
Like crouching, ready to go. Mah!
Oh, you mean the ghost?
Yeah. He's just like hunched man hiding, ready to attack.
No,
To steal your bread or something.
it's my dirty laundry. Bye, lover. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Here
Yeah,
when the
thanks.
hunched man waiting.
But
to
you'll
steal
see
your-
this in 30 seconds when you probably have already left. But
There's there's
I was
one
hyped,
question
but-
it's actually from Mr. Level. The question we never got to it. Which hugely popular series do you wish would stop being successful? And he said that Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed are not permitted.
oh, what? What do you mean not permitted?
I don't know. I guess they're too obvious.
Pokemon?
Hey,
Face.
whoa, Pokemon is not needed.
Doing enough and kill it.
Do with the Ender Candy.
Now the remakes need to stop, but not the original games.
I need to wash my hands.
Of course you do.
That's all I've read.
I can't
All I've
think of
read.
any.
EA Sports games, probably.
Oh yeah.
Every
That's all
year,
I'm
do we
saying.
really need a new one?
Oh,
Every
wait,
single year.
I can't hear you, but check this out. It's a sink
What?
right here.
She lives in
Lucas,
poverty.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Please don't
Is she
think
in
this is
prison?
Britain. Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
that's just what places are like in London.
Messing it up.
You don't realise she sat on the toilet right now for this.
You're
That's what
on
London's like. Yeah.
Done.
So I'm not like that. I have an actual place with separate rooms. It's crazy.
There we go. Are you amazed?
I'm still trying to think of a game series.
Oh.
That you really wouldn't want to continue, really, or at least to stop like doing what it's doing right now.
Really shouldn't.
I can't think of anything that it's not that I want things to be less successful. I'd like more things to be successful. You know.
Gone.
So that I wouldn't want I talk about Call of Duty and that. I'm not like to talk about them, but I'm going to talk about them anyway. It's not that I want them to fail. It's that I would like there to be more variety. And there was a while where we were just seeing loads and loads of military shooters, and it just kind of got boring.
Yeah.
Do you know what the games industry needs really badly right now? Is more survival games with zombies.
Oh,
If
Yeah,
at all possible,
shit, I
take
know.
off the aesthetic.
Out of survival games. I mean,
Minecraft clones too.
I'm
Yeah.
loving them.
yes. Okay, I take back what I said. I want them to stop.
Yeah.
Just stop, because I get so many emails that are like, "Oh, check out our new survival game. It's got crafting in it." Thing.
I like all those Jim Sterling videos where he just starts off by smacking a tree to see if it's going to do anything. I used to do free-to-play games all the time on my channel, but there's so many of them turning up on Steam now I can't be bothered. Or anything that's an MMO. Like, I think the last one I did was a running game. That's like...
Running game.
Yeah, Running Shadow. It's sort of like tries to put a story to an endless runner type thing. It's not really an endless runner because
So
they're
like
all
a
levels.
temple. Not temple. Is it?
It's kind of like Temple Run, but it's a level by level structure.
Okay.
But, it was all right.
Oh, that's the one that had the really cool sort of animation stuff, and you could listen to someone through a wall.
Oh yeah. You walk up. You have to sneak up and listen to someone, and he just runs through the whole level, and then stops at a wall and listens. Like, never mind all the footsteps. There's a stealth bit. You just run up to the guy and you stop and stealth him in the back. Just stealth him in the back. Yeah.
Okay. How about a game in a series which was disastrous?
Like one game that ruined the series.
Well, yeah, it was not like the other ones. It wasn't successful.
So
You
which
can't say Final
Assassin's Creed
Fantasy.
are we gonna pick?
Yeah, really. Third or the fourth.
I'm not onto the third one yet. I'm trying to play through them all because I feel like I should, and I've got bored on Revelations. Can't bother.
I played through all the way up until Black Flag, but then Gamergate happened, and then I was like,
And that
Oh.
ruined games for everyone.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
all games ever.
Well, no, it was more.
That's
it
all
was
you
before
talk about.
Gamergate.
Where's
it
my
was,
girl model?
It was Ubi Gate.
Movie game.
Oh, with
Which is-
Unity, the stuff with Unity.
No,
Oh,
with
yeah,
Was that the- Sorry.
what's his face saying that girls were too hard to animate.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
God.
was
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that was on Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
That's why I just kind of
Despite
went.
making Brotherhood.
Yeah.
To
I was
be
a little
fair,
bit.
Hey guys, look at these new crazy physics on all our robes and capes. But girls, way too hard to animate.
Yeah. I'll post I'll retweet.
Physics.
Yeah, I'll retweet a video that someone did that was like that, and it was hilarious and
Yeah.
it was very tongue in cheek. But yeah.
Somebody asked in chat, that person with the 21 in Roman numerals, Petroslide is 21 that you can pronounce, said simply talk about sex then.
Yeah,
Let's
be-
talk
We've
about
done that
sex
already.
and
New
me.
topic.
Let's talk about you and me.
Hey, man, I'm
yeah, we
just-
already
I
had
know
that
it's your
really
message,
in-depth talk
alright?
about sex when Dux was away. She missed the whole thing, so we've already had that.
Yeah,
I
we went.
thought you were talking about Pokemon while I was away.
What? No, no,
And-
no.
Oh yeah, and sex.
Pokemon sex.
They were
Having,
trying to put two and two together. I was like, guys, we need to.
Yeah, Docs. Which Pokemon do you fancy the most?
Oh god.
Snorlax.
Snorlax.
Oh, okay. Didn't know
Alright,
you
okay.
went for
It's
that
on.
kind of thing, but perfectly respectable.
Yeah, Snorlax. Or Gengar.
Oh.
Yeah.
For the
Do we
ghostly
want to know why?
fun.
Should we just
Feel
ask
like
them?
he-
Rotund.
They're cute.
Okay. I was going to say for
I'm
going
sorry
back to
for
the-
bringing this up.
yeah, it's got a bit weird. I don't know if you guys played the new Splinter Cell game at all.
No, we
Blacklist?
haven't. Moving on.
Blacklist.
No,
Yeah.
I did. I liked it.
Well, what was your thoughts on keeping the main character as Sam Fisher?
Wait, which one did we play?
I don't think we did play it in the end.
Wait, which Splinter Cell?
No, which is the one
Yeah,
that I was throwing all the flashbangs at the
Oh, you're playing Double
attendants?
Agent. Yeah, you're playing online mode Double Agent.
Which is
Yeah.
what? Is that
The
Call of
fourth one.
Duty?
No, that was Splinter Cell.
Oh my god.
There's a
Was
few-
it?
Awful. Yeah, it was.
I thought
The
that was
new
Call of
Blacklist,
Duty,
I
the
thought-
one where it was the explosion.
Look, Duck,
and
you're
then-
ruining the conversation. We're talking about black whatever here now, and you just want to talk about, oh, which one was it? So, just step aside for it.
I've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Blacklist.
My problem was
Still
that they
Blacklist.
just kicked
I
out.
liked But I didn't care. I didn't think it was a big deal.
I ejected him.
Oh.
Oh, burn.
I wonder if he can remember how to come in. Are you sure it's
That's what
Splinter
she
Cell,
said.
though?
It is Splinter Cell.
But,
Yeah.
the one where you have the nuclear explosion and then your character dies.
What?
Call of Duty 4.
That's Call of Duty 4. Yeah.
I knew it was Call of Duty! Suck it!
That's a different game entirely.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah, they're very different game
Splinter
series.
Cell is stealth, dude.
Which is the Ghost Recon one?
Ghost Recon?
That's a Tom Clancy game.
That's Spec Ops, isn't
Yeah.
it, or whatever?
No, it,
Which
No,
is the one where
Spec
you
Ops is really
have to
good.
throw the smoky grenade and then kind of go through it.
That's like a
Every
lot of
military
games
shooter.
does smoke grenades and flashbangs and stuff.
That's every game since the 360 came out. Literally.
Ghost Recon. It was Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon because Tom Clancy actually has a whole bunch of different game series.
Yeah, because he wrote a bunch of stuff for it. He writes all
Yes,
of
he
the
wrote my
military books and
favorite,
everything.
well, one of my
Tom
favorite
Clancy
movies.
died like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
God,
Well,
that's like...
Tom Clancy died.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know he died. Oh no.
He died. I'm pretty sure he died after Blacklist came out. A little bit after it.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Oh, he did.
Under the Moon's is bitching in chat. Can you add him back in?
I'm not allowed. What a dick. I'll add your name then. Hilarious. Oh, because I probably banned him then.
Yeah, probably.
Oops. Under. Oh, that actually makes sense. How do I do this? I don't remember. How do I do? Where you got? Click. Move for this video call. Left. I wonder if I sent it. Oh, I don't know. Oops.
Adam 2, you have now been promoted to Adam 1.
Yeah, what's up?
No, don't go. Talk about. Okay, answer your favorite fast food chain and go.
Chipotle, if that even counts.
What?
Does Chipotle count as fast food?
Chipotle. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Chipotle, 100%.
Certainly doesn't count as Mexican food.
Yeah. Chipotle, 100%. They're
There's a
great.
place only in Belfast called Boojum, and they do burritos that are the best.
Oh. The burrito place near me shut down. I don't like it. It's made me sad.
That is a sad time.
Yeah, it's El Mexicana.
Yeah. So, by the way, sorry, Petrus Lightus XXI.
I was about to say,
You
we
went
are
onto a live stream of Let's Players who make YouTube videos about games and like to talk about games, and you're complaining about us talking about games.
like little children.
Well done.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I mean, you could call me a little children.
Someone's told us we
It's
need
okay.
to insult Lucas.
Why? Alright.
So,
You suck!
Oh, yeah, that's my
How's
friend.
that? Good friends.
Yeah, well, let
welcome
me just
to
insult you back. Fuck you, Amanda. Thank you. Let me just put that out there. Alright, I'm sorry. Continue.
Way to go, Lucas. You sure, Amanda?
What were your favorite video games ever? We've answered like so many variations of this. I feel.
I
Like,
know.
what video game has you coming back all the time? What have you played the most? You
Alright,
know?
how many pillows do you sleep with?
Dude, I sleep with one. Alright, ain't no little bitch.
Yeah, I
Sleep with
keep
one.
two. I keep
Why
two.
is sleeping
but I
with
mean,
one
it's
making you a
comfort
little
when I'm
bitch?
sitting up,
I
sleep in one.
sleep classic. One pillow's all I need.
Classic mode.
That's all I need.
Does anyone sleep hardcore, no pillows?
Only when I'm drunk.
And then it's just the curb.
the toilet is my pillow.
The bathroom floor.
Let's see.
Are you able to add under the
a
beans?
step on the
Or
stairs
just-
up to bed?
I just sent the invitation to like loads of people. I think. Oh well.
Can't remember how to get him back in.
Well, I don't know. Any luck? I don't know.
Talk about Tupac. Dude, Biggie Smalls all the way, man. Don't freaking talk to me about no
Notorious
Tupac up in this bitch.
B.I.G.
West Side.
Speaking of rap, I've spent all day with Sir Mix-a-Lot's freaking I like big butts and I cannot lie stuck in my head. It's been horrible.
Baby got back.
Baby got back.
Yeah, and then it switches to the Jonathan Coulton version every now and again in my head. His cover.
Oh, the one that Glee ripped off.
Yes. Did he ever get? Did he sue them?
I don't think he did. I think he was either threatening it or he was kind of just making noise and wanting them to acknowledge him. But I
Yeah.
don't think they ever did.
No,
Or
because I
did
think
it like half-heartedly.
because he couldn't tell if they had actually just taken his music.
It really sounded like it. The
Yeah.
actual arrangement was like pretty much identical.
Yeah. That's the second time they'd done it as well, wasn't it? There was something else they ripped off someone's cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible. Moon says he is banned still, apparently.
Well, I can technically I can technically type someone's name in, but it's not letting me type his name. Well, anybody's name in. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. I was putting like a plus in front of it, and then it just turns out I didn't mean to. It should work now, so you can stop whining like a little bitch.
I have exciting news. We have a question from Facebook.
Oh,
What?
Facebook!
What
Yeah.
is this? Oh my god.
Is
I
this
know.
the actual company Facebook or just somebody on
Yeah, all of Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg. No, seriously, the question is, do you think YouTube live streaming will make an actual opponent to Twitch or be like Hitbox, a niche companion site?
No. Next question.
Well, they're not going to compete because YouTube owns Twitch now, don't they?
No,
So
No, Amazon.
No, that was there was only rumors, but it ended up being Amazon, I think, right?
Yeah,
all right. Oh, sorry.
yeah. But
Yeah, Amazon owns it, which is pretty weird.
I'm amazed they haven't done it. Like, because I would like a nice client that I can actually use with
I
one
think
screen.
that because they haven't done something specifically for gaming, like how they do Twitch, where you can download this crap, and like they don't have the support for it, really. If they did and they rolled out with it, then yeah, it could be, but...
How does Twitch not have its own client for streaming?
Like,
They're
for
I-
streamers? You mean like for streamers or for the viewers?
For streamers to actually use? Because I've been trying to
Because
find
everyone
one.
just use OBS.
That's
I don't think it's worth it.
They actually
OBS is too
recommend
good.
OBS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like OBS, that's all you need. It's free and it's just the best. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that
Can you like have the game running and still see the chat properly and all this sort of stuff?
there's plugins for that. And plus,
Absolutely.
most people just use their
Does
phone
it?
or their laptop. I don't think there's really any need for them
Yeah,
to do
there's
that. To go out of their
workarounds.
way and try and do
but
that. Oh, it could be streamlined, but I don't think they need new streamers. You know what I mean? I don't think they're like, we want everybody streaming because that's just going to degrade the quality of the site.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's
It's
great
easy if
enough
you're
as
playing-
it is.
browser game. I did Cat Mario, and I had like the window small on one side of the screen, and then the chat on the other. There was only like one other person there, so.
Yeah, at that point
shit.
you're just talking to somebody.
Talk about moms. What things do
No,
you guys
look,
hate
can
the
we
most
just
about
ban
your
this
mother?
person because they're clearly being inappropriate now?
But I
What's
love
wrong
my
with moms?
mother.
What's wrong with your mom?
Yeah.
No,
Like, what's your
that-
problem?
Look at like message like 2 up from that he wrote. Or
Oh, who
she
cares?
Look, alright.
It's just a
That's
here.
something
I've
wrong
got
with
something.
your
I've
mom.
got something perfect for them. Just Moons. Are you still not able to join or what? It's probably gone for a pee.
They said he needs another link.
What? I sent him one. Hold on.
I hate when my mom calls the cops on me. Maybe you should get out of her basement.
Kevin told me I should go full Britain first on here.
Full Britain?
Full Britain first. Them foreigners in our country don't like it. Britain first are horrible. They're UKIP, basically. But with jackets that match.
That answered people's questions.
They're UKIP with style.
Yeah. Bunch of
Now I'm
douches.
just imagining them like choreographing like protests, and they're doing like dance routines and everything, but being horribly racist.
Like Elite Beat agents. Like just
Yeah, but horribly racist elite beat agents.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would get the election. That would get the election going. People
I
would.
imported that game from Japan when it was called Ostatake Oedan, and friggin' got that for Paul to play, and then they released it over here with Justin Bieber. Was it Justin Bieber and Britney Spears on the soundtrack?
What?
Yeah, wasn't on. The Japanese version has all this cool Japanese rock music, but yeah, they ruined that. I imported Cooking Mama as well because I thought there was no chance that would get released here, and now we're about 4 million games into the series. Oh, I'll play it in Japanese. That's all right.
It's a shame that they don't have Japanese games with English subtitles.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard.
No, you just switch out the.
Yeah, they usually just dub it if they export it to another country or something.
Yeah, but it would take so much. It would take completely less time and would be less expensive if they just
Yeah,
swapped
but who
out
wants
the
to
sub.
play a game and read subtitles for everything?
I do. Well, I guess they'd also have to like modify the buttons and stuff like that.
But they started putting voices in Sonic the Hedgehog games. They used to always change them to Japanese. Because was it Sonic Adventure 2? Was it that had the kid from Star Wars doing the voice of Tails?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't want to listen to that.
What is your shower routine?
What the fuck? Who the fuck is asking this shit? My fucking shower
That was what I
routine?
came up with.
You can. What the fuck you want to know? What? I get in the shower and wash myself. I'm done. What do you want to know?
Top down. Keep going.
Yeah.
Like,
I
'cause
don't have a shower.
You only go in full detail of how I shower. Are you like?
Yeah.
Am I doing it right? Is that what you're wondering? Like.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so first I shampoo, and then I wash out the shampoo, and then I conditioner, but I leave the conditioner in,
Yeah.
and then do the soap and the loofah,
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Exactly.
and then and then you wash it all off, and then I do a face scrubby thing, wash it off, and then I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I do. You're doing it right. Good job.
Sorry.
Thanks, Cardinal. Thanks.
Cardinal.
Alright, so how many times do you poo a day then?
Okay, stop. We're not doing this. This isn't happening right now. Cardinal, my friend is texting me, and she's watching the live stream, and she told me to tell you that she thinks you're super hot. So, congratulations.
Woo!
Play that little sound effect for yourself.
Hang on.
Where's your friend?
Where?
Yeah, like location-wise.
He's in Philly, in the U.S.
Oh.
Well, poor guy.
Wait, no, you are a super hot friend.
My
friend saying
Superhawk
that
friend.
you no. Wait, hold on. Is this a guy or a girl?
The girl.
Yeah. So where's she?
In Philly, I said.
Oh. Well,
He's
you're
like-
shit out of luck, aren't you, Cardinal?
Shout out to Philly. I love Philly.
Oh, goodness.
Question from Facebook. Best game never made.
Well, how would we know about them if they never fucking made? Like games like Vaporware that just like was said to have come and then never come, I guess.
Die Hard.
Half-Life 3.
There's Die Hard games.
You know,
Shout out
people-
to Half-Life 3.
I read this article recently that was like, oh, Gabe Newell said Half-Life 3 isn't coming. And it's like I think SourceFed ran a whole thing on this, and it's like, no, that's not what he said, because he was like, he basically said, like, we don't want to say we're making it, and we don't want to give a release date and everything, you know. But I mean, it's kind of been known that they're working on it for a long time. He basically said that they're going to take it in a new direction with, like, new technology, which basically I assume means either Source 2 or the virtual reality. But I mean, I don't think they would just leave it. I don't think they would just stop. Especially because they left it on such a cliffhanger. They literally can't. I mean...
There was meant to be a third episode, wasn't there? Of the,
Yeah, no, there is. There always has been.
Well, they only did 2 little episode things.
Yeah, they did Half-Life 2, and then Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Half-Life 2, and then...
Yeah, there was meant to be an episode 3 of that.
Yeah, because there's a big cliffhanger at the end of Episode 2, which I don't know what it is, by the way, so don't spoil it, because I'm still playing through it, but I know that there's supposed to be a big cliffhanger.
Well, basically, Gordon Freeman gets encased in carbonite.
Oh, is that where that's from? See, I always heard about the carbonite thing, I didn't know.
And then Luke Skywalker comes along and he saves him.
No, that's 3. That's Episode 3, which you haven't made.
Oh.
No, Luke Skywalker, who is actually Barney, I guess, has a fight with Dr. Breen, who turns out to be his dad, at the end of Half-Life Episode 2. And that's definitely what happens.
And then his hand falls off.
Yeah.
Not even from a fight, his hand just falls off.
Yeah. It's a really bad disease. But he's like, oh crap, at least I got another one.
Yeah, it's like
And
not
he
the
calls
right
himself
one.
Han Solo. Oh wait, hang on. Oh god, it's been too long. Oh, there we go.
Wasn't there a question from
That-
Facebook?
that
Another one that you never
deserves a
said.
boon thing.
You said we had a question from Facebook, and you never said what it was.
What game never got made? That's best.
No, before that. We were joking about Mark Zuckerberg.
I've had an invite to join this chat.
Sorry, I was reading.
There's a question in chat.
Don't let us stop you.
Yeah, but I
Please,
don't
Doc,
have nuts,
carry on.
so I don't know. I've got balls of steel.
Balls of
Good to know.
steel.
So they dust
One
and
question in
dirt.
the chat is, what do you guys enjoy more, live streaming or recording and editing videos?
Oh my god, recording.
Yeah, I can't.
Live streaming
can't lie.
is so depressing because I'm like, I'm gonna go on Twitch, and then you start, and you're like, 0 views.
Yeah, I mean,
And you're like,
I just-
should I just be talking or
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to start, I believe.
Story of
I
my
think
life?
if you like had a following already and you just jumped into it, if you could magically do that, it would be much easier because you'd be like, yeah, attention, you know, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever like come across someone on Twitch and you have to wonder why they've got a big following?
Yeah.
God, I was watching a guy on Twitch and he was literally just sat there in front of a camera on his sofa playing dance music, saying, "Hey lads, we're having a great time, yeah, proper banter," and there was no games being played.
Is there
And how many people were watching?
Like 1,000.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I
It's
don't
like-
understand Twitch.
He's got it. He wins.
Yeah, whatever it is, he has it.
He has it. He's got the X factor.
So I was thinking, if you're going to have like a following, you should have a certain level of quality of how you're doing things. And
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I
course.
watch them and they've got some crappy microphone that's just basically like that
Yeah,
constantly. Oh, it's horrible.
The
There's a
only,
YouTuber gets that mic.
the only Twitch person I actually like a dedicated streamer who streams all the time would be the Domo guy.
Domo.
Domo?
Domo. Yeah,
Do you not know
I've
this
heard
one?
of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's
Never
really
heard of
nice.
him.
He does like a lot of like space exploration games. And he's just super nice and popular, and loads of people tune in. It's like a good something to watch in the background thing.
Mm.
I've watched one of the Hearthstone streamers every now and again, but
Mm.
not much else.
Oh, did y'all watch the world record Hearthstone
The 4-hour
thing?
move or 48-hour turn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
I was watching
Like
it all
a
throughout the
40-hour
day.
turn? What?
Yeah, one turn that lasted for like two days.
How does that happen?
Maths.
Wait, I don't know much about Hearthstone. Does a turn indicate that it's one person's plane, or is it just like
No,
around?
the end of a turn is when the animation ends. And so
Yeah.
they just made it so that it, with a series of combinations of different, it's like basically like Yu-Gi-Oh, but with Dungeons and Dragons in it.
He basically multiplied and stacked up an attack, so it would basically just keep firing like 26,000 some odd times.
Yeah.
And Hearthstone doesn't instantly kill the opponent when their health has run out. It keeps piling the damage on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So-
it golden rectangled the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So could he have just kept on going forever?
There's an
no, because
under the
then-
moons in the chat just said regarding the Twitch or whether recording. He says I can't get kicked from editing videos.
Can't get kicked from an edited video. Yeah, I saw that.
It's so funny. I sent him the thing on his other one, but I don't know if he's... I think the only way I'm getting back is resetting the whole chat. I'm sure I'm banned from this session. Alright. Hold on.